All right, let's try this shit again. Okay, look, the chat is still not showing
Oh, I'm
up.
still posing for a thumbnail.
Are you? We're
Mm-hmm.
live again. Okay, let me see here. Let's try and fucking do this pop out chat again because it's not showing up again. I wonder what the deal with that is. Okay. There we go. BR breast memes is BR breast. All right, let's see what happens with this chat. I think I know what happened to it last time. It popped behind the screen, so we'll just try and pop it back up every time that if it disappears. We're gonna try again, guys. We are not gonna let a couple of technical difficulties deter us, guys. We've got a mission to complete here. Yeah.
Yep.
We aim to finish this. BR breast memes, crazy Tibetan, Kumong Tang, B brand, Mick, MC, Roy Orr, Miss Cotty Wamples in the living room. Thank you, Miss Becky, for all of this. Her and our red and black Wolfpack attack. You know, they really come through for us and brought us a whole slew full of new information, old information, as Isaac would say. But how many of you have learned something new here?
I learned a
These
whole
last
lot of
this
things
this,
that were
this
new.
these last 10, 12 hours. I've learned some new stuff, man, some disturbing stuff, some funny stuff. And I'm so far I'm kind of I don't know how to feel about it, man. I'm almost just ready to be done with this shit, all this drama and all this negativity that I'm pouring through, you know, and I'm investing my time in right now. I don't see how Isaac can live this kind of existence on a day-to-day basis, and I can see how his wife would want to damn take the easy way out, right? You
Yeah.
think?
I mean, I'm not living it. So to me, I just think it's funny.
It's funny. It is. I can say that. You know, it's funny, but you know, like I feel I'm not. I feel like I'm living it partly. A part of me, like I'm investing a certain amount of like time and mentality into it. You know what I mean? And it's just being around it. You know, freaking makes me feel like there's a black cloud over my head. Like holy garbage. You know, thank God we don't live this shit on a daily basis. So, anyways, let's go ahead. We are live again this Sunday, guys. Like I said, we had to take a brief recess in the in a language that Isaac can understand, and because there's so much here, guys. Holy crap, man! Almost 5,000 of you have watched the live stream last night, and it was only 13 hours ago. We had to stop. I had to get something to eat and try and rest my bones. I had too many energy drinks last night. I'm not going to drink any today. We're going to push through this, and then I'm just going to be lazy for the rest of this Sunday. So, anyways, let's go ahead and finish this. We are live again. Let's finish this cookout. How about that? Bring your snacks. Things are only going to get better, man. I guess we didn't save the best for last. Isaac did.
Yeah.
You know, his craziness, you know what I'm saying, and ego and debauchery, you know, just grows with time, and we're just gonna follow the timeline.
And really, all this is just like a 3-year clip out of his life. This is just while he was living in one county. This is one county's worth of stuff. This is, they move around. So this is just from while they were there.
Right. This, yeah. And as you know, like, he's still in trouble right now to this day, still claiming that, you know, it's everyone else's. This right here, let's reiterate, he is suing Gwinnett County, Allegheny County, for harassment, and this is their response. This is what they're bringing to court right here. This is all the stuff that he claims is falsified and forged. The information that he says that they are liable for some reason they're bringing to a new court of law.
Yeah, they got 97 false police reports
Right.
against them.
And I don't see how a judge or a lawyer be like, yo, man, you falsified that. You were proven to have falsified this information, but yeah, bring it into court here just so we can get tore up for it. They're not going to be bringing any old falsified bullshit into a new court of law, I would think, into a new case anyway. Right. You know, you're just asking to lose that, you know. So, but anyways, we're dated back now, guys. We are still in 2018. We stopped at May 15th, 5/15/2018, and we are going to continue here. Oh, okay, there we go.
It's just.
All right. So, anyways, 55 people watching. Thank you all.
Alrighty. So, are we going to continue this?
Joining us this early Sunday morning, man. Let's go ahead and continue.
This is a pretty good one. I think you guys are going to get a kick out of this. Westview officers on 5/15. Westview officers were requested to the station for a walk-in complaint.
Walk-in complaint.
Isaac Guest came into the police station. So this time he went into the police station.
Went into the police station to place a formal complaint probably on one of their officers.
No, he wanted to file criminal charges. He walked into the police station and I want to file criminal charges against a staff member at Judge Opila's office.
Oh, God.
I then asked Guest to explain to me why he felt like criminal charges would be filed. Guest stated that this morning he felt very sick and called the judge's office and spoke to, it's blocked out, so we'll just say Nancy, okay? Guest stated that he felt very sick this morning and he called the judge's office and spoke to Nancy. Guest advised Nancy that he was not feeling well and wanted to postpone his hearing. Guest said that he advised Nancy that he was throwing up and needed to go to the hospital.
Sick. This is where we start calling him puke.
Hey, judge's office.
He's gonna puke.
I'm sick. I'm gonna
He's gonna puke.
I'm gonna throw up. I can't come to court today. Guest then said that
Baby's got the colic.
Nancy told him that if he did not come to court today, the constable would come and arrest him. They'd come and get you. Dude, you got to come to court. You got to come to court,
yeah.
Grow up, be an adult. They told you that already. You got to come to court. Guest stated that Nancy forced him to come to court, even though he needed to seek medical attention. Guest said that he called an Uber. He called an Uber to come and pick him up and take him to the judge's office for court. Guest said that when he arrived, he threw up all over the steps going into the district court. Like he was so sick. He's already called them and said, I'm so sick, guys. Can't come in. So whenever he gets there, he throws up all over the steps.
Proving that he's sick. You know, that you made me come in to court while I was sick and I couldn't hold it and I puked all over the damn place.
Yes.
That's your fault.
It's your fault.
And I want to press charges.
And Nancy told me that I had to come to court today and I want to file criminal charges against her because she made me come to court. So as Guest was explaining this to me, I asked him 3 times if he needed medical attention or wanted EMS to take him to the hospital. Guest said that he did not need medical attention and he threw up all over the steps.
He just had a big breakfast.
Yeah. Guest further said that he was good now and someone needed to go clean up his
good
puke.
Now. Go clean my shit.
Go clean up my puke.
Fuck.
Like a 5-year-old.
Holy shit. Really?
Yep. I then asked Guest that I did not feel that I then advised Guest that I did not feel that there was criminal charges that could be filed against Nancy for telling him that he needed to come to court. We can't file criminal charges because the lady told you needed to go to court.
Yeah. What kind of law would that be breaking?
So, Isaac, I insist that a report be filed and criminal charges be filed. Isaac insisted.
Judge Patterson's guest mob or Judge Opelia would know.
Yeah. I again explained to Guest that no criminal charges could be filed for someone telling him to come to court. I also told Guest that if he was sick and needed medical attention, he should have called EMS to transport him to the hospital.
Get a legit doctor's excuse.
Yep. So since he's in
he's gonna puke.
He's in the station freaking out that this lady made him go to court whenever he was sick and he needs to file charges. He's got to file charges against her. So the officers, they go to the judge's office to find out what's up with this idiot that's raising hell in the police department. When I get to Judge Opelia's office to speak with the judge and his staff, officers advised Judge that Isaac Guest was claiming that he was sick and was forced to come to court and he would be arrested.
That was true, I'm sure, huh?
Judge Opelia stated that his staff has no authority to give someone permission not to come to court. So Miss Nancy, she can't tell Isaac that he can't come to court. She don't have the authority to do that. But he's demanding.
She would get in trouble if she told him he could stay home.
Yeah, but he's meanwhile in the police station demanding that she gets criminal charges.
What law did she break?
Right. As it is the staff's job to tell people to come to court and to be present in the courtroom. If someone has a medical condition and can't go to court, then that person would have to provide proof that they were at the hospital. So
and he couldn't do that. He wasn't really sick.
Yep.
Oh my God. So he goes to the hospital. He goes to court sick, pukes all over the damn place, and then blames it on
them.
On the clerk of court.
It's
Let's
their
say,
fault.
yeah, she made me come in.
She needs to go
and
to
so I
jail.
puked all over the place. I'm sick. I couldn't hold it.
Yes. So then the officer went and spoke with Nancy. She stated that when guest called, he normally speaks to somebody else, but that person was tied up on another call. Nancy stated that guest became upset and demanded his court time be postponed. Like he's calling the courts demanding them, and they're like, no.
Needs more time. He thinks he's fucking Bezos or fucking Hollywood.
Right.
They can get away with that shit. You can't.
Right. Stated that he demanded that his court time be postponed. Nancy explained to guests that he had a scheduled time.
DJD.
She could not change the time. Therefore, guest needed to be there for court. Guest explained he was sick and could not come to court. Guest then asked Nancy if she was going to clean up his puke, and she told him no.
Oh my! He wanted her specifically to clean his vomit.
No, before he's even getting there, he's like, okay, then whenever I get there, are you gonna clean up my puke?
Because I'm gonna puke.
And
I'm gonna puke.
No.
He's gonna puke. How Vince would say.
Nancy stated shortly after the phone call, guest showed up at the district court and advised the staff that he threw up on the stairs.
So
then the next thing she knows, here he is in her office talking about he
puked outside the steps.
Puked outside.
And somebody's got a picture of his big ass sitting on the court steps right around the time that this happened. We would love to see that.
Yeah. So the constable Sullivan stated that at 8:57 on Tuesday, he heard guests coughing and gagging on the stairwell. The constable stated that as soon as guest made eye contact, guest stated, I told the lady in the front office that I'm sick and I just threw up all over and it's her fault. The lady in the office, I told her I was sick. She made me come here anyway. You better go get somebody to clean up this mess. So he's out there gagging and stuff on the front steps and
vomited all over the steps.
I'm sick. I told you I'm sick. Okay.
You need to clean up my sick.
Oh, Lordy. Officer and I went back outside to speak with guests. Officers advised guests that there was no criminal charges that would be filed by the police department, and guests should speak to district attorney on Friday if he wished to do so. So they're like, leave already.
Yeah, we can't.
Yes. Guest stated that the officer and staff was lying and that he could prove it. Of course they're lying. He never lies. Guest told the officer that while he was speaking with Nancy on the phone, he had his phone on speaker mode and was recording the conversation on his wife's cell phone by video recording the conversation.
And listen here.
Officer advised guests that he believed that this was a violation of wiretap law and advised guests not to say anything else to incriminate himself. They advised Nancy there would be a report on file
in case he posted it on YouTube or something. So yeah, so he tries to get this woman fired for making him come to court sick and puking all over the place.
She did tell me I had to come to court, and I got it recorded.
I got it recorded. I recorded her, officer, and then the officer to which the officer replied that Isaac probably broke the law by recording this woman's voice, and advised him not to use that or to ever use that technique in the future. So not only did Isaac fucking get puked, did Isaac puke in public, he got slapped in the face for it.
Right. And
guys, this wasn't a slap in the face, but this next one right here is a slap on the fucking bottom, dude. Dude, this is one of the funniest fucking things in the whole motion of discovery right here. This is going to be read in a deposition by judges, by juries, by a solicitor. I think a solicitor. I don't know, is that a different kind of case? I don't know. Fatty knows more about that shit than I do. But guys, this right here is going to have us all rolling for a while because puke.
Yeah.
He makes himself puke.
I was gonna look because there's more to it. They got more of them, but so let's see.
Okay. All right. So there's the walking complaint. There's a couple of follow-ups now that pertain to this incident of him vomiting all over the court steps in order to get out of jail. That's his get out of jail card, free card. He does the old mankind to himself. Ah. Remember that? What was that? With Peter Griffin? Or is it? That's how Isaac.
Yeah.
Isaac's get out of jail free card is puking all over his motherfucker.
Okay, so then Isaac leaves the police department. He goes, he's demanding that they press charges on this lady for making him come to court. They tell him no, so he leaves and goes home. So after guests left, Judge Ophelia called and advised us he checked his video cameras from this morning. Judge Ophelia, I still don't know how to pronounce that. Whatever.
Ophelia Heine
advised that on the video camera in the stairwell, it shows Isaac Guest enter the building and stick his 2 fingers in the stairwell. It shows Isaac Guest enter the building and stick his 2 fingers down his throat to make himself throw up. Guest did this 2 times, throwing up a clear liquid on the steps.
So a clear liquid, so nothing to it. Move your finger 1 quick second. Let's see if it'll. I want this to focus in real quick.
It says, I saw on the cameras Isaac Guest enter the building at 8:44, stick his 2 fingers in his throat, and made himself vomit.
Say that again.
Guest stuck his fingers in his throat 2 times, making himself vomit twice on the steps.
Oh my God, he gave himself a BJ.
Yes.
Twice. He did not. It didn't take once. He didn't do the Peter Griffin. He had to do it twice.
Right. That was at 8:44. I'm wanting to see what time they said that. They got a timeline. They're like, at this time he called. At this time he showed up in the office talking about, hey Nancy, I'm here now and I just threw up outside.
Oh, finger J.
At this time he's in the police department going, I want Nancy in jail because I've been sick this whole time.
He gave himself the old man, the mandible claw.
Due to it being a holiday, officers had to call the cleanup people. The cost of the cleanup was $120
to clean up his vomit. They're getting down to every little detail. All this shit is going to be read by a judge and by fucking lawyers and by juries. This shit is not a fucking fabrication. This is going into a new court of law.
So y'all remember the institutional vandalism.
Yes.
This is the institutional vandalism. Officer Pelovic called an on-call DA and advised ADA Foodie of the situation. What's a foodie? ADA Foodie stated in reference to the self-induced vomiting, it was appropriate to charge for institutional vandalism.
Like, they didn't even know what the fuck to charge him with. They're like, this nasty son of a bitch, he's guilty of fucking something here, motherfucker. What are we going to get with him?
Yes.
They had to call an ADA Foodie to be like,
yes,
institutional vandalism. Yeah, that'll work. he induced vomiting. You know,
stated in reference to the self-induced vomiting, it was appropriate to charge institutional vandalism.
You know what?
In reference to the wiretap violation, officers would have to apply for a search warrant on the phone of Isaac and Nicole Guest to ensure violation had occurred. So since he was like, oh, I recorded your lady at the courthouse, then they went and they got a warrant to go get their phone.
Oh my God. So now they're coming to get his phones. He fucking and not only is that institutional vandalism, that's some sort of fucking health violation too, right? Motherfucker vomiting all over fucking public. If that was beside me or something, man, I'd have been upset. But it was clear. It's clear he's a fat motherfucking nasty son of a bitch, dude. You see, this is Isaac's new gang sign. This is his get out of jail free card. Every time you see Isaac, this means Isaac right here.
Jeez.
That's you, Isaac. You make me sick. You make yourself sick. Not only does Isaac make me sick, he makes himself sick. All right, what we got? 5:15. Oh, so it's the same day. They're still working this shit. Oh, this is the phone time. They're going to get the phone time.
Well, this is just
a
somebody
recap.
else's report.
This is another angle of the same story. Like I said, there's a million different views to two sides of one story.
Right.
We're hearing from Gary Pavlicek.
We would complete an investigation if he would like, and he said he wanted to invest. He wanted an investigation and charges filed on Nancy. He's still going off, and because he doesn't know that they have a videotape of him gagging himself, so he's going off. He
doesn't know yet.
Nancy needs to go in jail because he was sick, y'all. He was sick. Nancy made him go to court. He don't know that they got him on video.
This is almost kind of like me. Remember the time I told y'all that I faked the fall at school because I wanted to go back to my old school, and then while I'm in the hospital or on the doctor's bed in the nurse's station, I'm like, oh, cameras. I wonder if it ever occurred to him at any point, cameras, or if they just caught him with his pants down. Sir, here you go.
Something about he's in there screaming at him. Officers went upstairs and spoke with Judge Opelia. We explained the situation. He described his interaction with Isaac as a screaming match. He's in there screaming at him. We informed Isaac, like, he was just bound and determined to not go to that court hearing. He's like, I mean, how hard are you going to try to get out of court?
What was the hearing?
Hell? It doesn't even matter. Handle your shit.
I know,
Grow
right?
up.
Seriously, though, yeah.
Yes.
Cryptic Angel, what up?
Yes. Officers went and spoke. A screaming match. Okay, should I just read this whole thing?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Officers went and spoke with Judge Opelia and Opelia's front office staff, who agreed there was screaming going on. Isaac had called in earlier and spoke with Nancy, who is identified in the persons report. She also agreed that Isaac does not normally speak with her, but blank was tied up on another call. He became upset and demanded his court time be postponed.
Vomit slob.
She explained to him that he had a scheduled time that he had to be there.
Slobber mob.
He explained he was sick, and she continued to inform him that was not the issue at hand, and he needed to attend court at the given time. He then asked her if she was going to clean up his puke, and she said no. Shortly after the call, about 20 minutes later, Isaac shows up and tells his staff that he threw up on the stairs. The argument then occurs, and he left the court building. So he walked in there and said, I told y'all that I was throwing up and I was sick. So then he left the court without going to court and went straight to the police department because he had criminal charges to file.
He's got more important shit to do.
He's
gonna puke. He's gonna puke. Bro, we love it, man. Vince is talking about Fatty right then.
In the video, they stated you could clearly see Isaac stick his fingers in his throat and force himself to throw up on the steps. Officers observed the video, and it does appear that Isaac forcefully makes himself vomit on the steps. Officers had to call out the road crew to clean up the puke, which costed $120. Yeah.
Holy shit. I wonder how Isaac's technique was. If it was just like go back as far as you can, or was it like halfway and then swirl, or if he did like the two fingers and flip, like if you flip your uvula. I wonder how he does it. I wonder how he did it, man. I'm surprised he even has a gag reflex, man. He just swallows his food whole like a fucking snake.
This is again
like a rock python.
He's still trying to file charges against poor Nancy.
I ain't know it is, bitch. By a long shot. He's embarrassed. Like Rebecca said, he's gonna be out for blood with us, man, because we're destroying his ass so much, man. He was pissed and embarrassed with Nancy. He wanted her head. He wasn't getting it.
No.
Amber Renee says it goes to show what he does to stay out of trouble.
He's in their office talking about, I woke up at 8:30 and I felt sick.
If that was me, I'd be out there inside the courtroom just like, I can't get it to work. No, I'm gonna stop. See, I can make jokes of my damn self though. I don't have the kind of ego that Fatty has.
Okay. This is on the same report for some reason. On May 14th, police responded to a disturbance at the guest home. During this incident, they identified both parties as Isaac and Nicole. in the report listed under persons in both contact information for Nicole and Isaac, their phone numbers. The original call today placed to Isaac Guest. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Telephone numbers. I'm looking at some telephone numbers right here.
Based upon the criminal investigation from earlier in the report filed by
can't show y'all this one,
in which he spontaneously utters that
I got Isaac's number, literally.
Oh, this is when they went to go get their phones.
I'm not gonna dox them though, like they do me. I'm not that type.
Based upon the criminal investigation from earlier in the report filed by Isaac Guest, in which he spontaneously utters that he had videotaped a private conversation with MDJ staff using an application on a third party's phone, which would be an audio recording without the consent of the staff member. I believe this is a violation of wiretap law. I will be applying for a search warrant to justify these charges. So this is when they're getting a search warrant to get the phones.
Yeah. Oh, and they've got said warrant. They have obtained said warrant May 15th. Fandango says this is sweet revenge for years of torture. Fat Boy has proved to be everything we always said he was.
And then this is just saying the phone was used to place the original call and requesting the search of the phone and the log of this phone. So they're just talking about what phone numbers they're going to go get.
Okay, this is all due process, you know, like they're putting everything in here. Once again, a judge, a lawyer, a fucking jury is going to be reading this. The jury is going to be reading about Isaac, and they may even want to know, now, did he flip? Was it a flip or a circular motion, or was it just a jabbing kind of thing? We're interested in this, Isaac.
Oh, here you go.
Shout out to Liberty and Hercules. Much love to you. Sorry.
Here you go. Show them this one.
Yeah, make sure you're not showing any numbers.
Nope.
Okay, because we're not the doxing type like he is.
On 5/17, I took 2 phones.
They come and got your damn phone, Joe.
I've got proof. I got proof. I recorded it. And they're like, oh, yeah?
They're like, okay, we want that. Give it to us.
Yep. I picked up 2 phones. I got 2 phones. Oh, and then here you go. This is funny.
Give me 2 phones.
Let me see what that was.
I want 2 phones.
Okay. So then.
Oh, it was Kevin Gates. I got 2 phones. One for the club. One for the bitches and one for the plug. I got 2.
Hold on.
Oh.
Now read this next one.
One for the bitches and one for the plug.
Well, I can't. It shows the address.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. we don't want a doxy.
Guest called from the house to report a domestic in progress. The call was from a third party who was on social media with Guest. Guest does not have a phone to call himself. So this
maybe he had a burner.
He's trying to call the cops on Nicole again, but the cops done came and took his phone. So this is somebody he knows off of social media is calling for him because Guest does not have a phone. Yeah, he's worried because what do you guys think? He needs another PFA. That's what it is.
Yes.
Nicole was upset. He stated that she had left their house. He was advised that if he felt threatened by Nicole, that he could go to night court and get a PFA.
Once again, how many times has he heard this shit?
He's got somebody else to call 911 because Nicole left in the van. Nicole leaves the house and he calls 911. Obviously, Isaac
is the van not in her name or shit? Well, I guess it's not. Maybe he doesn't have insurance and shit.
Every time she leaves the house, he's calling 911, talking about he needs a protection from abuse. Doesn't make no sense. Oh.
Investigation. Do not release. What is it? Are we allowed to release this then? This could or could not be a made-up story. We're names and
allegedly. Should we say allegedly?
Damn, investigation, do not release. We're looking at some juicy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
How do we do this?
what do you guys remember about the day that they were charged with child neglect whenever his kids were in the road? What did he say about that? He said that his kids were right outside the window playing in the water.
At a water table.
And the neighbors came over and called his kids away from his house because the neighbor hated him. So the neighbors came and got his kids and called the cops on him. Is what it was his claims, right?
Isaac guessed child neglect.
Yep.
Hey, it's Isaac. So, by the way, I see you're live on Twitter again. Congratulations.
No.
Yeah.
That's not it.
So let's read what happened. On May 25th, Officer Pelovic, was dispatched to Isaac's house for 2 children found alone in the roadway. Upon arrival, I identified the complainant as, we'll call her Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry.
Yes.
She saved them kids' lives that day, probably.
Yes. She had 2 children with her that I identified as the 4-year-old and the 2-year-old.
A fucking 2-year-old.
A 2-year-old and a 4-year-old out in the street with a stranger. She stated that she found the children and was with them for 20 minutes prior to the police arrival and believed that the mother was at the park. The children also stated that mommy was at the park. So she found these kids in the road and sat there and waited for 20 minutes for the police to get there. Where's Isaac?
Mommy didn't know. Daddy didn't know. You know where Isaac was? He was inside fighting with a fucking troll online.
He's inside tweeting about Charlie. Charlie.
While his old lady's at the park just getting away from it?
Well, okay, let's see. I went to the park and observed a female who I know to be Nicole Guest. I asked her where her children were, and she told me that they were at home with their father. I informed her that they were not at home and that they were with a bystander and walking over with a bystander and walked over with her to the children. So he was like, no, they're not with their kids.
Here's your kids right here.
Come here.
Take a look here.
I went to the house and found Isaac Guest, who was walking from the side of the house.
Trey says she was drinking her Four Loko at the park. It's probably right.
Yep. He asked if he knew where the children were, and he stated that they were with their mother at the park. So whenever they showed up and they asked Isaac, where's your kids? He didn't say they're outside at the water table. He didn't say I'm looking at them right outside the window, sir. They're at the water table. No, he says my kids are gone. My kids are at the park.
With her mom.
Yeah, so.
He told the news that they were at their water tower, at the water table.
Right.
Even shows on the news a picture of the water table.
Yep, so he lied to y'all. He said that the kids were with their mom.
He lied.
Mm-hmm. I told them we're outside. Hold on, I lost my spot.
She believed he lied.
I informed him that they were not and that they were on the street. I informed him your kids are not at the park. Your kids are in the street. I asked Isaac what happened, and he said that Nicole told him that she was going outside to make a phone call.
Go have a Four Loko.
Yeah, she would. No, Isaac tells the cops that she's going outside to make a phone call. He assumed that meant that she was directly outside the home. The children told him that they wanted to go outside, and he looked out the front window and he could see the top of Nicole's head and told them that they could go outside.
He saw the top of Nicole's head.
He's saying
he could have been a fucking dog. All he saw was the top of her head, something brown.
He says that.
I saw the top of her head. Oh, that was a trash can? My bad.
Right.
What's the difference?
So he told y'all one thing and he's saying something completely different. Nicole stated that this was not true, that she locked the door, that she said, Isaac, I'm going to the park, you keep the kids, and she locked the door behind her.
I'm going to get drunk. You put on Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah. Nicole stated that this was not true. He knew that she was not outside, that she left and she had locked the door prior to leaving and told Isaac to watch the children, that she needed to make a phone call in private. She locked the door and left and went to the park to make her call. Why you got to go to the park to make a phone call? There was a plumber on the scene because she's sending booby pics out. There was a plumber on the scene who I identified as Mike something. He acknowledged the door was locked and he had unlocked it to go inside to get materials.
Wait, what happened?
a plumber came in and unlocked the door. So Nicole said that she left the kids at the house and locked the door. Like, Isaac, I'm leaving, and locked the kids in the house and left. The plumber said that he got there and yeah, the door was locked, but the kids weren't. The
kids weren't
knowledge
inside.
the door was locked as he had to unlock it to go inside to get materials. Based on the different stories, yeah. Based on the different stories, I contacted the on-call ADA. I explained the story and described the street to her. She advised both parties be charged with endangering the welfare of a child. So they were both charged with endangering the welfare of a child. I informed Isaac and Nicole of the charges. Isaac was confrontational, but Nicole stated that this happens all the time when the children are in the care of Isaac. So Isaac's all mad and going off and this and that. And Nicole's like, that's him. I'm not surprised.
What he does, he doesn't care about anything but that YouTube channel.
Yep. So what did he say? That his kids were outside at the water table and the neighbor came and called his kids over to them and then called the cops and all that? No. Nicole left the house and he just wasn't watching the kids. Nicole left. She said, I'm leaving. Locked the door behind her.
I wonder if the plumber unlocked the door and left it unlocked.
I don't know.
And they got out because of the fucking dumbass plumber.
Maybe.
Which by no means exonerates Isaac or Nikki.
No, it doesn't.
At all.
No.
It puts a little bit of blame on the plumber.
No.
You know, but it doesn't. No, Isaac, you should know where the fuck your kids are.
Yep. Yep. And I can't really blame Nicole because Nicole left the kids with their unfit father. You know, so it's like I can blame her, but you know, she left and he's letting the kids run the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And then she gets charged. Well, they both get charged with endangering the welfare of a child. I mean, your 4-year-old and your 2-year-old are out in the road. Come on.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and then they would get busted by a news crew, local news to come out and interview them under the ruse now. Carpa told Nikki that they were wanting to come interview local YouTube celebrities. And Nicole was like, they want to talk to us. We're celebrities. They want, yeah, yada, yada, yada. This is gonna be my big shot right here. Next thing they show up and then they're like, why do you abuse your kids? You know, and she's like, Daddy? Isaac's like, Big Mama, I got this. Big Daddy got this. Well, here's how the situation. We rest assured that we're going to be okay. And then the news lady said that the charges would be dropped once they took family court. Said that they had to go undergo family counseling, which Isaac claims never happened.
Yeah.
And we've heard about family counseling numerous times in these documents.
Mm-hmm. This is a pretty funny one. This is Isaac demanding them to do something because he's mad again.
I just don't know. We just went over a big one, the fucking child endangerment. You know, I know we got to hurry up, but I just want to take a moment, let that set in for you guys, man.
My biggest thing on that is just how he lies so bad, how he just makes up a whole other scenario and just repeats it over and over and over.
What if one of them kids got hit and killed by a fucking car, man? It wouldn't make a shit what you had to say, Isaac.
Nope.
Let me tell you, man, I watched my little fucking friend get hit and killed by a car from no fucking closer to just your damn camera right now. 5 feet away from me, I watched my little 9-year-old friend get hit and killed by a car. I can close my eyes and still see it, and I can still hear it. Close my ears and close my eyes. I can still see it, and I can still fucking hear it, bro. Isaac wants to sit there and just continue to just make excuses. And try and make himself look like a fucking big man on the internet. When life is way more serious than that shit, homeboy.
Talking about the neighbors came and got his kids so that they could call the cops on him.
Yeah.
The neighbors don't like me, and they came and took my kids and then called the cops on me.
I'm sad to say something like that might need to happen to Isaac before he fucking sees the light. But I, you know what else I remember hearing? I remember hearing my little friend's mom, because I had to run to the fucking house and knock on the door and say Chris got hit, and that's all I could fucking get out. And the next thing I know, I heard his fucking mother, and they all come, the whole family come running out screaming, bawling tears, and all I could do was hit the ground. I'm getting goosebumps on my fucking legs, guys. But yeah, you know, just wanted to let it get a little, just wanted to give TV a little touch of reality from somebody who's been there. And Jennifer. Who remembers whenever Jennifer claimed that I pushed him? Did you hear that on Twitter? She's like, yeah, Charlie pushed him. I wish she would say that shit right now because I've been talking with the family. I would love for her to say that shit right now. Clifton will come whip her ass. Anyways, that's enough of that though. Anyways, let's continue.
Okay, now we're back on a lighter note.
Yeah, June 1st, 2018.
Landlord issues.
Oh, once again. Isn't he going through landlord issues right now too?
Listen to this reason that he called 911. He moves, okay, he's been squatting in this lady's house for who knows how long. She has to go and have him evicted. He gets charged and has to pay his back dues and stuff, and he's got to leave. So he leaves and moves out. The landlord lady comes to her house, to her property, to check on the property and see if he destroyed it like he claims that he would.
He was going to do.
So guess what he does? 911. My old landlord is inside of her house. No, I don't live there no more. I don't live there no more.
But I'm collecting a few things maybe.
Yeah, you need to, I'm trespassing.
I was coming over to get my last candlesticks and garbage bags.
She's trespassing. Okay, 6:21. Westview police returned a phone call to Isaac Guest. They're returning a phone call because he's calling. Regarding an issue that he was having with his landlord at his previous address.
Laugh out loud.
Guest stated that the landlord at his old apartment today, that the landlord was at his old apartment today and went inside. Guest wanted to file trespass charges on the landlord. Guest further advised that he spoke with the ADA and this person and that person who stated the trespass charges should be filed. Oh, so he's like, I already called this person and that person said that you need to file trespassing charges. That's what he does. He's like, this person said and that person said. Like, dude, you. And
everyone's just like, that's not true.
Yeah. So, and they said that I called the DA's office, who was given the full story. They said that there was no criminal intent and that on the landlord's part, and that the issue falls under landlord-tenant law. She advised to tell guests that he would have to file civil charges if he wanted to proceed. This was the same thing both myself and Officer Stern told guests. I called guests back and left a message with regards to him filing a civil case against his landlord. So they're telling him, dude, you're stupid. You're stupid, dude. And he's like, I already talked to ADA George and the PAPPAS, who stated that trespass charges should and could be filed. And they're like, no, it can't.
They told you wrong.
They told you wrong.
You're wrong.
You're an idiot. Stop lying because they didn't say no dumb shit like that. You're an idiot.
Oh my God. Got a couple people in here talking about it. It's surprising the lack of Slav mob support in here. Like, there's no fucking trolls. 294 people in here, no trolls.
Mm-mm.
And won't you know, guys, that let me get back on here. Won't you know, guys, that that I unblocked every fucking body this morning. Right before we went live, everyone's unblocked. And I did it yesterday. So, I mean, it just goes to show you right there, no fucking body is wanting to defend his ass anymore. Like, the more they hear about it. And like I even said, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm like, people may sit there and try and defend his shit, still beating his wife and going after landlords and shit. But, man, these dog accusations, him being mean to his pets and shit, man, that's got to win over a couple of Slav Mob members. You know, it's got to push a couple of them away. But, damn, and we're not even done with the animal reports neither. So I'm sorry. Anyway, 7/15/2018.
Okay.
Dispute between landlord and tenant.
Yep. Officer Stroop and Officer Stern were dispatched to the old house. So he's mad. He's mad about having to. He got kicked the fuck out, and he's just fuming. For a report between a landlord and a tenant. Upon our arrivals, officers heard yelling and screaming coming from inside of the house.
Inside the landlord's house.
Yep. Officers separated both parties, and I and Officer Stroop escorted guests outside to speak to him. As soon as I stood outside with guests, he was irate and screaming. He would not stop yelling after being told multiple times to stop.
Sir, calm down.
He would not stop yelling. Voice. That's because
I don't have to.
Yeah.
I'm a mad black man in America. I say what the fuck I want. I pay what I want.
Okay, he's a former landlord. I then went inside and spoke to Blank, who was visibly shaken. Advised this officer that guest had shoved him and struck him with an open hand in the face.
Oh, so he don't. Isaac
When
done went up in
as-
there and bitch slapped some damn body. Holy shit. He thinks he's so fucking privileged, man. He just come in here and just fucking open hand your ass right in your own house.
Officers also spoke with a witness outside, and he advised us that guests arrived on scene and just walked into the house.
Just straight walk the fuck up in his old house.
Yep.
Motherfucker, this is still my house. They open slap man
Victim's
right
wife
in the
was
fucking
there
face like a bitch. Holy shit.
Yep.
This is about the most pimp thing that Isaac has done in this whole thing.
Well, Isaac, guess
Which ain't
what?
pimp anyway.
Isaac, guess, was placed in double locked handcuffs.
It's crazy.
I assured him that one finger could not fit between the cuffs and his wrists. Isaac Guest was placed in double locked cuffs in front of his person. I assured him that one finger could fit between the cuffs and
man,
his
this
wrists.
too tight, man.
Isaac
Loosen my handcuff.
Isaac was then transported to jail.
Yeah.
So
that's why they're like, sir, we can put a finger between your handcuffs. You're okay. Loosen them up, man. I'm gonna lose circulation in my hands and sue you. You see this shit happen all the times on Cops. Whoever watches Cops and sees those fucking belligerent, disorderly fucks, and you're like, man, you're going to jail anyway. Just chill. Just go.
Shut up.
That's Isaac. Isaac's every fucking one of them.
Mm-hmm. So, here they are stealing packages off the neighbor's porch.
Oh my! Oh, what the fuck, dude? Now that just gets worse, bro. Beat your wife is one thing, man, but fucking stealing packages from your neighbors, bro. You can't, dude. He fucks everybody he fucking comes in contact with. He is a cancer.
Okay, so let's see what the neighbor has to say. We'll call the neighbor Larry. Larry came to the police department to speak with officer about packages being stolen. He advised he was recently on vacation and UPS delivered a package. He got delivery information and he said that it had been delivered. He stated
He's like,
that,
yo, I followed my tracking number, dude. Like me, when I have shit delivered, I'm checking that motherfucking. It's
right.
there.
Right. So it says that it was put on a new porch and he didn't have a new porch, but Isaac had a new porch. So he spoke with Isaac and Isaac denied having the package. Nope, I didn't get your package. A few days later,
I got the fucking package right here.
A few days later, one of Isaac's kids brings the package over and it's open.
Oh, it wasn't no good.
Yeah.
They opened it up, figured it wasn't no good, no use to them.
Yep.
Go take him the blueprints for his kitchen so he can fix his ice maker.
And you know, Isaac, he sent his kid over there with the package. Like,
couldn't even be a fucking man about it.
No man. What is it?
Not a man. Hashtag not a man.
So they stole the dude's package, told the dude, no, dude, we don't have your package. And then a few days later, the kid brings it back to him all opened up and beat up and shit. Like, yeah, we decided we didn't want it, you know.
And it ain't done yet, right? This wasn't the first time the man had a package missing.
Right. That's why he went to the police station. He's like, I'm tired of them stealing my packages. I mean, just one package goes missing, you're not going to end up at the police department.
Right, yeah.
But then he kind of had proof whenever he sends one of the kids over there with his package all opened up and stuff.
Oh my God. What a fucking toad, yo.
Welfare check.
Welfare check. Isaac gets those once a month. And we got proof right here. We're going to show y'all here in a few.
There's a Facebook, welfare check at Isaac's house. Caller reported that an individual there was live Facebooking to someone in South Carolina that he was going to kill himself. He's crying to Michael that he needs money or he's going to kill himself.
Oh, Isaac went live and said he was going to kill himself?
Yeah. And then he made a video about how he was going to kill himself, but his best friend Mike was there for him and talked him out of it.
And gave him money.
And thank God for Mike or I would have killed myself. It ain't his kids. He don't give a shit about his wife or.
And I don't support suicide, but if you're no good to the world and you are nothing but a stain, and maybe it'd be better if you weren't here.
So the cops went to his house and told guests to be careful what he puts out on social media. They showed up at his house and was like, just stop. Just be careful what you put on social media.
Pat Carson says, I wonder if the iPad Pro is the neighbor's package.
Probably all that stuff that he's getting the neighbor's
package. But he buys a lot of shit and turns around and sells it. He ups the price and sells it in the hood.
All the stuff he's getting now, Pastor Roy's buying for him for their podcast.
Pastor Roy, the fucking clout goblin.
Because everybody needs an iPad for their podcast.
Snake oil salesman.
All right. Reports of verbal threat. Oh, from North Carolina. Okay.
Oh, is this me again?
Oh, yeah, the FBI.
Hey! Oh, I'm back.
Isaac's on the phone with the cops talking about the FBI is already involved in this. You need to go get them, too.
Okay, so this is my Twitch meltdown, guys. I fucked up. I showed my ass. They claim I showed my wiener, but I did not. Yeah. I did show my ass, though, and there were people watching, maybe even some kids. You know, I apologize.
Oh, Lord.
I was out of it, man. I was drunk, and they did call police. The police showed up and did a wellness check on me. Guys, check this out. I was telling Erica this yesterday. I was so or maybe Rebecca, I was so fucking drunk that the cops came to talk to me, and they asked about my daughter, to which I replied she was inside. And then a couple minutes later, they're like, well, can we go inside and talk to your daughter? And I'm like, huh, what are you talking about? My daughter doesn't live with me. And they're like, sir, you just said that she was inside. And I'm like, huh? I'm drunk. I swear to God, bro. And they came inside and searched and everything, bro. And, you know, made sure that I wasn't going to hurt myself. Made sure I didn't have anything illegal. And, yeah, it advised me to turn off the internet and shit and go to bed. You know? But I did. I fucked up, you know? And apparently, Isaac and Michael and Bridget called the FBI on me. Who remembers them saying that the FBI were into it? And perhaps they were. His story right here mentions the FBI.
I mean, as many times as they've live streamed about me, I've never not once called 911.
Yeah, never once have we
never
called.
Never once have I called 911.
And be like, they're attacking, harassing, because we know it ain't shit. You know, it can't shit happen.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been sat in a courtroom, in a court of law, when Michael successfully won a restraining order against Tina, but only because she conceded to it. She would break that straight restraining order a couple months later with the same shit that she conceded to, only to find out that she wasn't breaking a restraining order by still talking shit about Michael, by doing what got her the restraining order in the first place. I was there to watch the whole law process go down. Sorry, go ahead. Had to get that out.
You gotta get that out.
Miss Brenda says it's okay, Charlie. We all forgive you. Thank you, guys. Like I say, you know, it's not. I mean, it's not a very flattering thing, you know, for me to come forward and admit my mistakes and my faults and my flaws in my past, right. You know. But I face them like a man, and I face them full forward, you know, and I overcome them. I plow into them problems and I push over them and I keep moving, you know. And I think I'm doing well today, you know. It's all about progress. It's funny
that every time he gets his feelings hurt, he's just so enraged he calls 911.
They called the fucking FBI on me, guys.
You guys are calling his phone. He's calling 911.
And Bridget would be all over Twitter tomorrow. FBI's working on it, and then people would come to me like, Charlie, we got to stop supporting you now. You've done it. The FBI is going to take you to jail.
Where are they at?
Well, see, yeah, it goes to show that I didn't show my dick. If I had showed my dick, I probably would have been in jail. I would probably be a sex offender right now.
Yeah?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think a dick is way more graphic than ass.
Right.
I did show my ass crack a little bit, but what, half my ass, maybe my whole ass?
They showed like 5 asses on the movie Grease in the 50s.
You know, but I never, you know, had I showed my genitalia, what do you guys think? Does anybody know? Do you think that I would have possibly been arrested and charged with a sex crime? Thank fucking God that I did it. Oh my God, dude. Because I'm the crazy type. I have pulled my wiener out in front of many, many people at parties. And I don't have a big wiener. You know what I mean? But I have done it.
911, can you forward my call to the FBI, please? Hey, 911, somebody's being mean to me on the internet. I need the FBI's attention.
Yeah.
So stupid. Okay. Westview officers were dispatched to Isaac's house for a report of a verbal threat. Oh, he feels threatened. Officers spoke with Isaac Guest, who reported that an individual by the name of, it's blanked out, but we know it's Charlie Green.
Charlie Hill.
Threatened to assault and kill him while on a live stream internet live feed last night. So this is like the next day. Isaac stated that Charlie lives in North Carolina and was advised by North Carolina law enforcement to notify his local police department. So he called the police here and they said, call your local. Guest allowed officers to view the live feed in which Charlie stated that he would kick Isaac's fat ass and kill him if he ever showed up in North Carolina. Guest provided officers with the name of the police officer he spoke with in North Carolina. Guest was advised that the threats are coming from North Carolina and that the investigation would need to start there. Guest advised that the FBI are involved along with the North Carolina authorities. Guest was advised that the incident will be on record.
Yeah.
Guest doesn't know that the DA here already knows who he is, because whenever he would call and harass me whenever I was at work and I was waiting on all those officers and they're like, what's going on? And then I told the officers and they're like, that don't sound right. I'm going to talk to the DA's office. So the DA lady, he called me back the next day, said the DA can't really do nothing unless Isaac was to get me fired from my job. I could sue him for civil charges or something,
yeah.
but there's really nothing I could do about him calling.
Yeah.
So whatever.
And
but he could call the cops here and the DA here all he wants to, because they already know.
And when the cops showed up, you know, when I went to tell them, you're like, yeah, my dad's angry grandpa, we have a YouTube file. They're like, we know. Before I can even really get it up, they're like, we know. This is the very first time they ever showed up. The very first and only time they've ever shown up to the house.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, we know. But they had to show up because I was on Twitter visibly distraught, making threats, literally showing my ass. I still have not watched that video. I still won't. But Erica watched it. She's like, I want to see where he showed his cock.
He never did.
And never did. Like, there is a video still on YouTube of the complete Twitter meltdown.
Yep. Charlie
Thank God I didn't.
Charlie grabbed himself. He grabbed himself, and whenever Charlie did that, they blurred it out. They put a big blurry cloud there to say that Charlie did, but it never happened.
If I had, man, it would be on Fatty's phone right now. He's already got dick
Y'all
pics
would
of
have
me.
seen it. Y'all would have seen it 100,000 times.
He would have shared it on Easter Sunday.
Yes.
So he would have showed my Easter eggs on Easter Sunday. Guarantee. He's already done it once. So yeah.
Animal abuse.
Oh, who's ready for another animal abuse?
September 9th, 2018, this detective and that detective were dispatched to Isaac's house for a found animal. Upon arrival, officers spoke with a neighbor who had a very small puppy with him.
Who remembers a beagle puppy? Says a very small beagle puppy. Did Isaac have a beagle in September of 2018? Who remembers his little beagle baby?
He stated that he found the dog
on the neighbor's porch.
On the neighbor's porch after he heard it barking for several hours. When he observed the dog, it had no water and no adequate shelter to protect it from the heavy downpour and cold weather. There was a lot of rain today, and the temperature
in his car
was 50 degrees in his car.
So it was probably like 40, 35 degrees. We're almost close to freezing.
Yep.
And they're letting their small little beagle puppy lay out in the heavy downpour on a freezing day with no shelter or water or food.
Yep.
Crying and whining his little head off.
So the officer then has the dog, and he's walking off with the dog.
The neighbor's like, are you okay?
While walking out with the puppy, I observed Nicole Guest, who claimed the dog.
Nicole comes up, that's mine.
Yeah, that's my dog. I walked the dog over and handed it to her. She accused the neighbor of taking the dog, and we informed her that he did not see their vehicle, which was parked across the street, and had called the police right away. Her husband came out, who I knew as Isaac Guest. He wanted to know what happened, and I explained. And he said he called bullshit and would handle it on his own. He's like, I'm calling 911 because this guy's done came off my porch and got my puppy out.
Stole my dog. We know the dog was out there crying and whining. Dude, I can't even deal with my fucking cat scratching at the door for fucking 5 minutes. I hear, I'm like, I'll just get up and open the door. Get in there. This fuckers, they're letting their fucking dog, tough it out in cold, downpour, heavy rain.
This poor puppy. Here we go again. The cops are called back because of that same puppy being abused.
What the fuck?
Well, I'm assuming that was 9/11. What was the date on this last one?
It's 9/11, dude. Remember September 11th. Isaac's sitting there talking all this stuff. Remember 9/11 and all those that paid their sacrifices. And meanwhile, he's fucking starting shit with his neighbors over them taking care of his dog.
So on the 9th, the neighbor went out of there and got his dog out of the cold rain after sitting there listening to the dog cry all day.
Damn.
2 days later, November 11th, September 11th, Sergeant this one and Sergeant that one and Officer this one were dispatched to Isaac's house for a neighbor dispute. Upon arrival, we spoke with whoever who identified herself as being involved. She said she got into an argument with her neighbor over how her kids were treating a puppy. She stated that the neighbor's kids were bouncing the new puppy off the ground. And when she confronted them, the children's mother, Nicole Guest, began arguing.
Nicole's like, my kids, they can do whatever they want today. It's their puppy. Yeah. They can cut its guts out if they want.
They can just sit there and bounce them off the ground. I went over and spoke with Nicole Guest, Nicole and Isaac. They had very different account of the incident and said that so-and-so had called their child a dummy.
I'd call your child a dumbass too if he was bouncing a fucking, hey, dumbass, don't do that with that dog.
Yeah. So-and-so denied this, and they began to argue about banter and argue about what was said.
Back and forth. Yeah, back and forth, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, none of which was enabled.
Finn Wolf, thank you so much for that 20 drop. That's nice little money going to my Xbox.
I advised the Guest family to place a camera.
Respargu! Thank you, Respargu. Xbox money.
Thank you, Finn Wolf. Thank you, Respargu.
You guys rock.
I advised the Guest family to place a camera up, and this was it would not be hearsay next time. The next time they believe somebody was doing something to them or their property.
Oh, it ain't gonna be hearsay because I'm really gonna kick their ass. You hear that, Finn Wolf?
No, the cops are saying, you need to put a camera up in your yard because I'm called over here all the time, and you're saying this and this is going on, and so put a camera up so that it's not hearsay. So they can prove their allegations since Isaac's never lying. And they're like, well, put a camera up because you're saying this and this, but we can't do nothing about it.
You're right. Antonio Myers, much love. Slob Mob can slob on something. Slobber Mob. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so crazy, man. Like they went on to say, you know, just 2 days ago you left your fucking dog out in the rain and cold and left it neglected, and now you're fucking bouncing his fucking skull off the pavement. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Your child is stupid. And they're like, my child are not stupid. You are stupid. 5 + 5 is 11. See, fuck off. I've got 5 million subscribers. Like Isaac's like, Isaac shows his fucking subscriber count, talking about, can you count? I've got 5 million subscribers. Take a look, 5 million. You know? All right. Anyways, fast forward only a couple of days, 9/20 now.
Yep, Glenmore Avenue.
Here goes Isaac trying to act like Charlie and fucking hurts himself in the process.
For an EMS call, Isaac Guest ate a Carolina Reaper and was having trouble breathing, feeling faint, and had vomited. Officers assisted EMS, and Guest was transported to the hospital.
Yeah!
So he actually got in the ambulance. Like the ambulance had to come and get him and take him to the hospital.
So Isaac like, oh, Charlie thinks he's so big he can eat a Reaper. Let me do this shit. God, I wish that I know he was recording it. Isaac, please show us that fail video. You'll get millions of views, I swear. Brandon Productions, thank you so much. Says sent you a little care package of some art for you. Yeah! I love fucking art and different projects and stuff that all you artistic followers and friends of ours send us, man. Yeah, I can't wait.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, God. Antonio Myers, man, much love. Says, I guess he slobbed too hard. Oh, man. You know, like, hold on a second. Let me get the chat back. Okay, there we go. Yeah, man, that shit does make you involuntarily slobber. You know, he didn't have to stick his fingers. Now he knows next time he wants to get out of court, just eat a fucking Carolina Reaper. You won't get caught shoving your fingers down your throat like a bulimic, like the lead singer from Silverchair. Oh, my God. So he tried to eat a Reaper, tried to be the man, and sent his ass to the motherfucking hospital. Can't breathe. I bet his fucking kids were like, Daddy! Mommy, help Daddy! He's hurting. Daddy's gonna die!
Shit, Nicole's like, eat another one.
Oh.
Eat another one. If I was Nicole, that's when I'd take the phone and leave.
Nicole, let me tell you what you want to get.
Having breathing problems, I'm taking the phone and leaving.
Yeah. You want to get you, it's like plutonium or some of that Mad Dog or something like that. And this shit is like 12 million Scoville. It's the hottest shit on the market, man. Just one spoonful of that in his fucking damn chili or something, man. One bite of it and he'll be done. Promise you. Then hide the phones before you do it.
So this one, I was on patrol when I observed a tan Dodge van being driven by Nicole Guest past my location heading southbound. I knew the registration of the van to be suspended. I turned around, got behind the van of the area center. I ran the van's plates. It came back to be suspended. I conducted a traffic stop on the van in front of the house. I confirmed the driver's identity as Nicole Guest, using her PA driver's license.
She probably kept driving until she got home. She probably just yeah.
I explained to Nicole for the 6th time in 3 months.
Oh my God!
She could not operate. Those were my words. I don't know how many, but I mean, we could count back. This isn't the first one.
They say they knew that she was suspended. They know.
Yeah,
I've had friends go to prison for driving under suspension for too many times, and the cops, they know you. They look out. They look on the lookout for you.
Yeah, we went over this last night. They've been known. Every time they see the van, they're like, "Look at these dumbasses." So I explained to Nicole that she can't be driving without suspension. Nicole advised me that she was not aware, blah, 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 due to the fact that Isaac Guest had knowledge of the suspension, but still allowed his wife to operate the van. He will also be cited for permitting violation of the title. Whatever that is.
Whoa! How's that Joey Lawrence say? Whoa! So they're driving around with no insurance, registration.
So here we go, November 25th. While monitoring traffic, I observed a Dodge van.
There go them fools. There go them idiots again.
There they go again. Good Lord. This time, inside of the front passenger seat, I observed a male I know to be Isaac Guest sitting in the front seat of the van. I know Isaac Guest to have a warrant for his arrest. I begin to follow the van activated my emergency lights and sirens and conducted a traffic stop on the van in front of their house. I approached the passenger side of the car where I observed Isaac Guest in the front passenger seat. I also observed Nicole Guest operating the van. I advised Nicole of the reason for the stop. In addition to Isaac having a warrant for his arrest, the registration being canceled when I ran my MDT. I advised Isaac that there was a warrant for his arrest and requested that he provide me with his ID. I had County Index confirm the warrant for Isaac. Once the warrant was confirmed, Isaac was placed into custody, double locked in handcuffs in the front of his person. Isaac was then transported to the station in the back of the car.
Number 64. They're getting specific.
Deputy came to the station and transported Isaac to jail. So I don't know. He's probably got a warrant for harassment because he keeps getting charged over and over for harassment.
Right. They didn't specify what the warrant was for, but it is confirmed here that he was taken in on warrant and processed.
Either the harassment for the pizza place or the harassment for the landlord or the harassment for the neighbor.
Oh, Mandy. Oh, Mandy, you made me a pizza and wrecked it. Now I've doxed your addresses. Oh, Mandy's. Oh, my God.
Okay, so on 11/25, they see the van and they take Isaac to jail. So here we go again.
Antonio Myers, much love, says the trolls are back. Oh, it's just one guy. He's nothing.
12/27, December. I was on patrol and I observed a gold minivan.
They go that gold busted ass box again.
Yeah, and it always says, I observed the gold minivan, PA registration number, blah, 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 pass me. I observed the driver to be Nicole Guest, who I known to be under suspension in the vehicle, also under cancellation.
Nicole's under suspension.
I know this because I was on a recent traffic with the officer. So they've just suspended her driver's license now because they've got so many citations. Isaac Guest was arrested on a warrant. He is also aware she is under suspension, and they were both advised that on the day of suspension. I turned around and was able to catch up with the vehicle, which was now parked in front of the residence. I pulled in front of the vehicle and got out to speak with Nicole to see why she was driving and see if she had valid insurance. so that I would have no issue with a citation from the type of insurance cancellation. She exited her car and stated I could not prove that she was driving. So
you were driving. No, I wasn't.
He follows her to her house. He
You were
followed
driving.
her to the house.
No, I wasn't.
She jumps out the car, says, "You can't prove I was driving."
Body cam.
Dash cam.
Dash cam. Oh my God.
I told her I was trying to cut her a break. Jeez.
Slideshow in Microsoft Excel presentation. Yeah. So here's the. Shut up, Louise. You're timed out.
She stated that she was not going to get a break and was walking away from me up the stairs, stating, "I don't even drive that much anymore."
Oh, shit.
I reconfirmed with the county that she's still under suspension. I informed her that I would be mailing her a citation of the violations. So she's just like walking up her stairs. "That wasn't me driving. I don't even drive that much anymore." And he's like, "I'm sending you a citation in the mail." A citation was also issued to Isaac Guest, the owner of the vehicle, for permitting violation. So every time he needs food, he sends her out to go get her another citation.
Yeah. I want a goddamn cheeseburger. I don't give a shit. Cab, much love to you. Much love to Liverpool.
Oh, Lord. I don't even know what this one's about. Let's read it. Let's see. On January 15th, officers were dispatched to Isaac's house for a suicidal female. Yep. I would be too, girl. I understand. Upon arrival, officers
I'd be biting my wrist open.
I mean, she probably wasn't crazy before him. I mean, anybody would end up like that after living with what she's had to for so long. Or what she chooses to for so long. Upon arrival, officers spoke with Isaac Guest, who stated that his wife, Nicole Guest, had been fighting with him all day. They recently had they recently had called Resolve Crisis Network, and she fled when they said they were calling the police. Isaac stated that she wanted to harm herself. So they were fighting. Nicole left. Isaac calls 911. My wife's trying to commit suicide. My wife this and my wife that. No, she just don't want to be around you. So he's calling 911.
Father of two. Everybody go troll father of two. Make him shut his fucking comment section down.
Yeah.
We got the numbers, bitch.
Officers, while checking the area for her, were approached by the neighbor. The neighbor told us that she was inside with Nicole. We went inside and Nicole had a different account. She said that they were fighting all day because Isaac would not get off the couch and order his own food.
Order my food, bitch. I want baked ziti and meatballs.
Isaac was called the Reserve Crisis Network because he did not want to get off the couch and make his own food.
I do want baked ziti and meatballs now.
How
that's kind of good.
Freaking crazy is that?
Antonio Myers, much love. Over 335 viewers. Hell yeah. Thank you so very much, man.
I asked Nikki if she wanted to harm herself. She said she did not. She just went over to the neighbor's house, hoping maybe Isaac would just get off the couch and make his own damn food and stop calling 911 over dumb shit.
How fucking pathetic.
So the neighbor offered her input. Nicole, we did not believe that there were any grounds for further mental health comment on her behalf. Officers went back and explained to Isaac that we observed no actions that would allow us to commit Nicole to a mental hospital.
No 302s today, buddy.
And if he had heard threats that she needed to go to the hospital to file for a 302 warrant. And they left. We were then called right back.
She's not going to make my food. She's crazy. Can't you see? She won't get up and make my food. That's crazy, right?
Isaac wanted the officers to go across the street and explain to Nicole that if he went and got a 302 warrant, that she would only be there for 3 days. But if she checked herself in, she would only be there for the afternoon.
Damn.
I explained the officers had not observed any actions or statements from Nicole that would make us believe.
Please convince my wife into checking herself in.
Yeah. He keeps calling them back. Like, do something. She's at the neighbor's house, guys. Do something about this.
I'm calling her name and she's not looking at me. She's crazy.
Yes, send her to a mental hospital because she's at the neighbor's house.
Oh my God.
I explained to him we had no cause to action on his behalf. And he told us that we should do our jobs. Officers cleared, and there were no other reason for us to continue a conversation with him at this point.
Like, sir, we're going to end it here. This conversation is over. Kind of like how Tyler Durden was getting his alter ego to kick out the girlfriend. This conversation.
Officers were then contacted by the station by the neighbor. So then the neighbor's got to call 911 because Isaac, he's just pissed off and he's going to get her. Upon arrival at this station, we were met by the husband of the homeowner and the neighbor where Nicole is currently at. He stated that Isaac was continuously calling Nicole and sending her threatening messages and that he wanted to know what he should do. I told him to encourage her to contact Crisis Center North. He asked for extra patrols because he feared Isaac would come over to the house. Officers told them that they would relay the information to the daylight officers as well. So the neighbor shows up to the police station and says, listen, this guy is just constantly beating his wife. Now she's at my house and he just keeps calling, threatening her.
Damn.
And just,
now he's starting to threaten me.
Right.
And disturb my peace.
Yep.
My spot. My husband wants to go over there and whoop his ass right now.
Yeah.
But we're mature, level-headed people. Isaac just said, Charlie won the case for me. Then nobody, this case ain't, bro, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck if you win the case anyway, guys. How many people here believe Isaac is a fucking low-life piece of fucking shit now?
It's not about whether he wins his case or not. This is some good information.
I don't give a shit, man. What about you shoving your... Right. Tell us about you shoving your fingers down your throat. Which way do you do it?
What about you calling 911 on Nikki every time she goes outside the house?
She can't even fucking go have a drink with a friend. She can't sit on the front fucking porch and enjoy the sunlight.
She can't sit at her own coffee table or her own kitchen table.
Isaac shared the picture of him on the fucking balcony last night. I wonder if that's because he got the top stairs. The cops had to split him up. You get the top stairs, she gets the downstairs.
Yeah. They're called back again. Domestic dispute.
Oh my God. 1/15/2019.
Nicole and the 3 kids went to the neighbor's house to get away from Isaac. Nicole was given information on how to obtain a
PFA. Like, you can get one. Nicole, go get one against him, please. We advise you.
The neighbor stated they did not want Isaac to come to their house and cause more trouble.
Whoa. Keep your ass over there.
I advised Isaac that he is not to respond to their residents. Isaac stated that he understood.
Stacey Walker, he's so delusional. He thinks these live streams are positive and in his favor. Yeah. Oh my God. Dude, he is delusional as fuck. And I'm happy.
Okay, so the neighbors called and advised that Isaac Guest was on her porch. Officers responded and spoke with Isaac and advised him that he was not to be on their property. Guest stated that he was there to get his children. He just realized that Nicole took them over there. Guest was advised that Nicole was their mother. Nicole does not have to let them take the kids, and he would have to go to the courts to get that custody agreement.
And instead of going to court to get a custody agreement, he left and went home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Image 87 says his wife must be a nut to stay with him.
So is this the same day or is this a different day? Let's see. We're
at
1:15.
This same day.
Same day.
Oh, so he does go for the PFA, huh?
No, he just won't leave Nicole alone. So they keep calling. So like they're calling the cops. Officers called to Isaac Guest residence for a custody exchange in reference
to a PFA Isaac obtained.
Officers arrived and the neighbor from across the street brought the children over to Isaac and stated that Nicole was inside the residence when he returned home, which was against the PFA. Officers advised Isaac that we do not have a copy of the PFA and we did not witness her inside. So he went and got a PFA and then he calls 911 saying she's in the house.
In the house.
She's not supposed to be there. And the cops.
We don't have the PFA yet, and we haven't seen her yet in the house.
We haven't seen her in the house. We don't have a copy of the PFA. He's just calling 911 trying to get her to go to jail.
Brandon O Productions, much love, says just a reminder, everyone. His name isn't Isaac. It's ISAC. It's iSnack.
Hold on. This is the same day. All this stuff going on. He's at the neighbor's house. They're fighting back and forth. He's done called the cops like 3 times talking about my wife don't want to come home. Same day, EMS called for Nicole possibly being in labor. on the same day, January 15th, 2019.
Holy shit! So he put a PFA out on her while she's while she's about to give birth to her baby.
Yes, she's.
You're not having that baby without.
That's the same day. He put that PFA on her the same day that she went into labor.
Whoa.
That was 1654. We got times too.
Oh my God.
Yep. It was 2 hours later.
Woo! Antonio Myers, much love.
2 hours later, after he's over there on the, she's trying to get away from him, and he's calling the cops, and he's on the neighbor's porch, and the cops are like, "You got to leave the neighbor's house. They don't want you here." He's pitching a damn fit, and
she's fucking 9 months pregnant with the baby.
Cops. She's in the house, and she's not supposed to be in the house. Y'all come and get her, and then she goes into labor. Like, what a man, y'all. What a man.
Holy shit. So damn, what had happened had she went into some kind of like premature labor or some shit because of his ass? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is where somebody posted a picture of his house on Facebook. Guess what he did? He called 911.
What?
Yep.
They posted my picture on Facebook.
Yep. It was 216. Which one of y'all did that?
Which one? John Hagee, was that you?
No, that was Guido.
Oh my God, dude! It's so ironic how often he fucking harasses people, and as soon as somebody does the littlest fucking thing to him, he's calling the goddamn cops.
Okay, 216. Isaac Guest advised officers that a friend told him there was a picture of his residence on Facebook. The picture was of his backyard and a pile of trash. Oh, this is when he's fearing for his life. The title of the picture had the address on it, and the guest advised the officers that he's receiving threats and observing threatening comments to the post. Guest stated that one of the comments on the post, they were going to set the pile of trash on fire, which is piled up against his residence. Isaac stated that the trash situation has been taken care of and it will be picked up this Thursday.
He only cleaned up the trash out of his yard because someone threatened to burn it.
Yeah. No, he didn't. He only cleaned it up because he got sued by the county.
Oh.
Yeah, he got sued by the county and had to
clean
up his trashy yard.
The county, they have people that ride around and put notices on your doors if your yard looks like fucking Jumanji.
Yeah, he got sued by the county for having a trashy yard.
It looks like fucking Uncle Eddie's place.
Officers advised they would speak to the creator of the post. It's blanked out, whoever you are. Officers spoke with Blank and advised him that the threats and comments on the post, and so they took the post down. Aww. Isaac called 911 and had him take his post down.
Oh shit! Ain't that something? Holy dog! Well,
that's
shit.
A win. Isaac won.
Well, he's always winning. We just won him $1 million by exposing him right now. Isaac's gonna make $1 million because we exposed him. Okay. This is all public info, you stupid fat fuck.
Officers are dispatched to their house from an anonymous call from a female screaming for help. Nicole's over there screaming for help.
Damn, is she still pregnant?
They get an anonymous call.
Is she still pregnant?
I don't know. I don't know when the baby's birthday is. This is the same month. Upon arrival, we speak with Nicole, who said, "There's no problem here."
I'm fine. I bumped my toe.
Isaac was live streaming on his YouTube channel and believed it was one of his followers swatting him. The number listed on the complaint was blank, 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 and listed the names blank, blank, blank. Officers tried to call back, but there was no answer. And they didn't really give a shit.
Let's see. Let's see here. Trying to see how old trying to see whenever his one kid was born. No. It talks more about me than it does of him. One fandom. Oh, that's fandom. Anybody can write on that though. Oh, like let's see what now that we're at fandom, let's type in kid behind the camera because somebody's always ripping him into a hole. Let's see here. I'm an overweight day. Oh no. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
This is talking about how Michael done cut him off for money, so now he's getting help from his pastor to help relocate him into an apartment.
No! Oh, damn, that adpocalypse, man. Michael didn't help him.
This is the reason that they came and got the kids. This was the incident that started about the phone charger. Alrighty. March 3rd, this officer and that officer responded to Isaac's house. Oh, sorry.
Let's get
March
it right
2nd.
before Isaac, damn, you get it wrong.
Yeah, I'm lying, you guys. For a domestic between Isaac and Nicole guest. Shocker. It was reported that Isaac and Nicole were having an argument over a phone charging cord. At some point in the argument, Nicole struck Isaac in the face, causing a nosebleed. Blood from Isaac's nose was observed on the floor in front of him because, you know, he don't move from that spot on the couch. So his blood was on the floor in front of him where he was sitting on the couch. I knew it. When officers arrived, Isaac and Nicole were both sitting on the couch. Nicole was holding her 2-week-old baby. Nicole and Isaac both agreed that they were arguing over the phone charger cord. Both of them accused each other of inciting the argument, and both accused each other of pushing each other before Isaac was struck in the face. So this is
after the baby. This was right after the baby.
Yeah, but you know, they're so rich, but those phone cords are so damn expensive.
2-week-old baby.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
Due to the fact that Nicole had a 2-week-old baby that she was nursing, I contacted the on-call ADA to see if I could just separate the guests for the remainder of the night so Nicole could care for the newborn baby. She advised me that it would be okay considering the circumstances. Nicole and Isaac agreed to leave each other alone for the remainder of the night. They're advised that if the officers had to return and to separate them, that Nicole would be going to jail for domestic violence assault, and CYF would be contacted to remove the 2-week-old baby from the home, since I believe that Isaac could not properly care for the 2-week-old that was nursing on his own. Dang.
Yeah, fuck, bro. Woo, that's all. That's a meaty one right there, Isaac. March 2nd.
See, but I don't get that. See, this is where Isaac's got his claws in her. They were advised that if officers had to return to separate them, that Nicole would go to jail for domestic violence. So he could sit there and do whatever he wants and harass her like obviously he does. And then they're going to show up and arrest Nicole for domestic violence because the cops hate them so bad that it says that if they take Nicole to jail, and then they already know Isaac can't deal with the baby, that they're going to take the kids. Right. So they're basically like telling them, hey, get along or we're taking your kids to the state custody. I asked Isaac if he wanted to file charges on Nicole, and he advised me that he wanted to file them at a later date after he arranged for protection from abuse, another PFA.
And to have his pastor help him get relocated to an apartment. So his pastor is quite well aware. Miss Kristen, wow, much love to you.
Thank you, Miss Kristen. So
his pastor is well aware of their domestic dispute situation.
So they can't afford 2 phone chargers, and the pastor's got to help him because Michael probably done cut him off. Nah, Bridget cut him off. That's what happened. Harassment over the phone. Oh.
Harassment over the phone.
This is a good one, guys. You're going to want to listen closely to this one. April 9th, 2019. Took a harassment report over the phone. Who is a manager for the PA State Welfare System.
A manager for the Pennsylvania State Welfare System calls and files a report against Isaac.
Yep.
Wonder why.
Yep. He advised me that a male by the name of Isaac Guest, who resides at Isaac's house in Westview, had made threats towards one of her employees over the phone. Oh, it's got addresses.
Okay. Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, y'all can hit the link and read for yourself.
Share the link, guys. Share this link. Isaac collects welfare. Here we go.
After speaking to other officers, I called the manager back and advised her that the victim needed to contact her local law enforcement agency and file charges. I went on to explain to to the supervisor that our department will help in any way that we can. However, the threat did not occur in the Westview area, but rather where the threats was communicated to. I attempted contact with the victim with negative results. Wade agreed and advised us that she would have her employee contact the local police. Wade was instructed to call back if there was anything else that we could help with. I conducted a follow-up with both the Wade and the victim the next day, see if the charges were pending. So I may be able to coordinate victims local, blah, blah. So he's just like, this is just saying that Isaac's welfare person, the person that gives them his like food stamps and stuff, Isaac's mad at them and Isaac's harassing them. So now the police are filing a report saying this is what's going on and I'm going to make contact with these people. So
4/12/2019.
They were advised they wanted to file charges. I asked her to contact and report with them. I advised the victim to contact me if the city will not file charges for her.
So they're going to go after his ass. They're helping her. So then the same day, 2 hours later, not even 2 hours later, Isaac was notified over the phone that he's being cited via mail for harassment.
Harassing the
welfare worker. Was there another one? It was nothing really.
Yeah, that might have been
right there. Supplements. Guest provided me with a phone number and requests I speak to a Christian in regards to the incident. Upon speaking to Christian, he advised me that he had no information on the incident as guest claimed. Call this guy. He knows what's up. And the guy's like, who? Isaac, who? Click. All right.
Manager at the welfare office.
Yeah, we got all that. Yeah. Holy dog shit, guys. We're almost done. 94 and 97, guys.
There's more on that. I read more on that somewhere. It's just not right here.
We're almost done. We still got a few more things that we can share with you guys later.
Yeah, there's more documents.
There is more documents. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, this is just one document.
Isaac claims that these are damages produced by false documents. We're going to see. It's definitely damaging to your ass. That's for sure. You're never going to get the fuck over this fat ass. Everybody is all over you. Isaac says right here, he says, oh, look, he talking about 2 weeks ago, the judge or the lawyer was like, we're probably not going to be able to do anything with this, even though Isaac says that it's all falsified documents. 2 weeks ago, he wasn't going to be able to do anything about it. But now that I'm damaging his fucking ass, he can win a lawsuit. I don't fucking believe you. We don't fucking believe you, and we don't care because check it out. We're damaging your ass. These are damages. You are fucking done. Who gives a fuck if they fucked up on one little thing? You all this shit is factual on your ass. They are sending this to a fucking court of law. They would not send any fucking proven falsified documents to a new court of law just to lose another fucking case. You idiot. Oh my God, you'll see what's real soon. How many times we hear that from him?
How about
Keep waiting.
He called 911 on his neighbors to get his child's ball back.
What? No! Stop it.
The kids threw the ball over the fence. The neighbor said,
oh my God,
whatever. Isaac's probably harassing the neighbor. So then Isaac calls 911 to get his ball back.
Oh my God, what the fuck? Because he can't get along with his neighbor. He can't just walk over and be like, hey, what's up, Bailey, man? You watched the game last night? Hey, man, little Isaac threw his ball over the yard. You know, it turns into World War fucking III.
You know what?
Over a bouncy ball.
I've got neighbors right next door. If I need a rake, if I need a gas can, I just go and I just look in their yard around and look at it and grab it. And then I'll text her, hey, I came and got your rake.
I came and got so-and-so.
Yeah, that's how neighbors are supposed to be, you know?
Cotty Wample says he posted them, then tried to claim damage. Yeah, don't we remember that fucking 2 days ago, Isaac shared the link of his own fucking arrest records.
Yeah.
I've got friends that are fucking sharing that shit to me.
Did he share this one? Let's read this one.
Isaac's claimed that he's done shared this information twice.
Have y'all ever heard any of this?
But if that's true, then we're just repeating what he's given us.
Yeah, why is he so mad?
Which is it, Isaac? Dumb fuck. Go ahead.
Okay, May 2nd. They're called out for a neighbor dispute. The guest children threw a ball into the neighbor's yard. The neighbor refused to give the ball back. Officers arrived and asked the neighbor to throw the ball back over to the yard. The neighbors agreed and threw the ball back into the guest yard.
The neighbor's like, fuck you, call the cops. So they had to call the cops.
Nicole Guest was then advised that their children's ball had been returned.
That's kind of shitty of the neighbors, you know. But I mean, you know, they've gotten to the point where they're like, fuck, we can't even conversate with one another over fucking children's toys.
You know what? Isaac probably is like, hey, little dude, go throw your ball over the fence 100 damn times and make the guy stand there and give you your ball back. And then whenever he don't, I'm going to call 911 on him.
I could totally see that.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Wow.
I mean, the neighbors not just an asshole, don't want to give the little kid his ball back, you know?
Yeah, and that's about where it ends for now. Guys, like, they put everything in there, everything that they had on Isaac. To show
not everything. That's just one county. That's
one county.
3 years.
That's 3 years worth of him living in one county. Now he's done moved to what, Jeanette or whatever.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch more counties.
He's amassing a pile of fucking charges and shit in Allegheny County. The shit's just fucking following him, but it's never Fatty's fucking fault.
No,
it's always somebody else. Oh shit, guys.
So let's see, what has he lied about? The biggest number one lie is that there's no domestic violence in that house.
When this been called I can't even tell you how many times. He admitted 10 to 12 times himself in 2019.
Yeah. Another lie is that the CPS is only involved because of Morticia and Tina and everybody else. Nah, their names ain't mentioned nowhere in here.
Nowhere. My name was mentioned in there twice.
Right.
John Hagee's name was in there. I didn't see anything about Tina and Morticia. Nobody.
It's because the officer's sitting there watching Isaac trying to pack a bag for his kids. And then decided to call CPS.
Like, yo, this guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He done packed one dirty sock and half a bottle of Jack Daniels for himself.
Yeah. The officer wasn't going to let you take your kids. That's why the CPS has been called. It wasn't Miss D.
And you stuck your fingers down your throat and puked in court.
Yes.
So everybody's giving it to Fatty right now.
How many times has he told y'all that he was pissed off because he didn't want to go to court because he was sick? He was sick and he did institutional vandalism. And wasn't it dismissed? Didn't he say that it was dismissed because they made him go whenever he was sick or whatever the hell he said? We learned today that is all a lie.
Learned today, man.
That is all a lie. We learned today that while Isaac's over there in the police station talking about, I demand that you put criminal charges on this woman for making me go to court because I was sick. And they're back there watching the videotape of him trying to gag himself. Like, look at this idiot, like a child. He's like a child.
He can't keep insurance or registration on the car.
Nope.
Doesn't give a shit about his pets.
No, his pets are left outside in the freezing cold rain for hours and hours. He lets his kids bounce them off the ground until the neighbors got to come and get them.
Fucking
got to chase Nicole from bar to bar.
Busted her lip wide open and was charged with just simple assault.
How about
that? Simple assault is on his record too.
How about every time he calls 911 talking about my wife's out in the van? Hey, 911, my wife's in the basement. Hey, 911, my wife won't come back in the house. 911, my wife's on the porch.
Won't go get me something to eat.
911, my kid's ball is in the neighbor's yard.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Whoo! That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that. What'd y'all think about this, man? This has been about 4 hours of a live stream for you guys.
911, my wife won't cook. Yes. Yeah. There's more. See, I keep wanting to say stuff, but I read it on a different document, so that'll have to be for like another time whenever I have proof. You know.
What do you believe? Are you gonna believe Isaac? Are you gonna believe
that these 97 reports
are all made up, fabricated bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
Made up, fabricated bullshit that they're taking to a new court of law. He's saying that it's been proven that these guys have fucking falsified documents, and they're going to take these same documents that they falsified to a new court of law to once again to further lose. It don't make no fucking sense. You don't make no fucking sense. You're a dumbass.
How about whenever he took Justin's work computer and sold it online?
Wow.
And then Justin got in trouble for a stolen computer.
Left Justin out to dry.
He's done that a lot.
Oh yeah, whenever Justin didn't record me whooping Isaac's ass so I can go to jail. Because when they pulled up, I hit Isaac like 5 fucking times through the window. Bip, bip, bip. Now, granted, it was all hitting him like right here and shit like that, But I still, in the state of South Carolina, I would have been the aggressor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what they wanted. That's the whole reason he was there.
And
obviously, you see how it works, guys.
And Justin fucked up and didn't get it, and he was shunned and banished and called a pedophile.
Even though that's who he lets his kids stay with every time he's got to go chase his wife around.
Yeah.
She just don't want to be around him, and he's chasing her around like a little bitch that he is.
But you know what? He's displayed so much lack of logic, that it wouldn't surprise me that he let his kids hang around a pedophile.
He doesn't care. He does not care. It's obvious.
As long as he has a internet to control, as long as he a crowd to fucking try to entertain, an ego to scratch.
All of the torture that he puts Nicole and those kids through, there's no way I could think for 1 second that he gives a shit about their well-being or their mental health, any of them.
Yeah.
Because it's all about him. Like
Image 87 says, wife beater, child neglect, animal cruelty, bad tenant, thief, terrorizes neighbors, leeches off government funding, public record, facts, check, check, check. All public record, bro. So how does this feel, Isaac? Did this feel good? I feel good.
I feel good too.
I'm ready to go back, kick back and relax. I think I'm going to make me some chicken and some onions and peppers and some corn.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do?
I need to eat healthy tonight, man. Fuck. You going to go lay out?
No.
What?
I'm going to get ready for camping. I wish I could lay out.
She's going to work.
Yes, I got to go to work, guys. I got to clean off some tables. I got to fill up some bins. I got to go and get fold up tarps and get everything ready to go because we are on a 4-day countdown to Hunting Island. If y'all remember last year on 4th of July, we went and stayed a week on the beach.
We are going to the beach. Isaac took his kids to the beach the other day. Keystone Beach. It was pretty much a man-made fucking lake. His kids have never seen a fucking beach before in their life. We're gonna show you a fucking beach, you stupid ass. On Hunting Island. Go Island, guys. We're gonna do a ghost hunt. Hunting Island Lighthouse apparently is haunted from a woman who jumped off the top of it. We're gonna get into it though. I'm gonna take my ghost box. We're gonna do not a live ghost hunt, but we're gonna do a ghost hunt day and night at the lighthouse. We're gonna maybe do a live stream telling some Gullah Geechee ghost stories. Tell you about the boo hag. Get myself a spaghetti strainer for my head.
So I don't know if you guys remember last time whenever we went and there was like the sunset. We did the sunset walk and then all the beach stuff and the dolphin stuff. And then that's where we're going. It's paradise.
Yeah, we went there last year. It was so nice that we decided to go again. Penny's doing great right here. She's laying down right beside us.
Hi, Miss Peace. Come here, say hi. Come here, say hi, my Peace. Hi, Peace.
Oh, my Peace. Penny is doing very well, man. She is part of the family. She has really brought a lot of love and light into the home, man. Every time I wake up in the morning, as soon as that alarm goes off, she knows what it is in the morning, and she jumps in the bed.
She'll be in there like 2 minutes before the alarm goes off. She'll like climb up in the bed, and she'll be like real sneaky about it. And then as soon as the alarm goes off, she's
wiggling. She starts moving around and shit. Yeah, it is so wonderful. And we got to sit there and hug her for a few minutes. When I get home from work, she's happy to see me, wants loving and stuff. She had a seizure the other day. We were sitting there. Me and Erica was just chilling out on the couch watching Iron Man 2, which sucked. I hated Iron Man 2. As much as I loved Iron Man 1, that's how much I hated Iron Man 2.
And let me tell y'all, I'll demonstrate. This is exactly what she did. She's just sitting there. And then I saw her arm started moving, and I was like, "What the heck?" And then she started doing her face.
And she's like, "Penny, are you okay?"
And then she started doing.
And I was like, "Penny's freaking out."
I was like, "She's freaking out. I think something's in her ear. Something that got in her ear because she was like this." And she started doing that and shaking her head.
Yeah, and seizing up. And I was like, did she get bit by a snake? Is she choking on something?
Yeah, so.
And her hair just started coming out. And she did for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, I started crying, man. But, we knew that lots of dogs have, neurological issues. And yeah, she was over it within a couple of minutes. After about 10 minutes, she laid down and tried to figure out what happened or whatever. I fed her my steak wedges and ranch dressing, and she was good. So, yeah. Anna says, "Oh my God, yes, that movie was not good." I had to throw that out there. Oh, good. Nobody liked part 3. Part 3 was terrible? Oh, I wanted to watch part 3 too. I love part 1. Part 2 wasn't good, I think. But anyway, yeah, Miss Penny, I'm sorry, baby. We're back to talking about you. But we love her, you know what I mean? She's part of the family. And we're taking great care of her. Like I say, you ain't going to have no neighbors calling the police over here where our dog's barking, freezing out in the cold rain.
Penny, no, she
don't bark anyway. I'll forget she's outside, honestly.
We let her outside, and then she barks one time, and we let her back
and we'll
in.
let her in. Sometimes I forget, and I open the door, and she's chilling out on the porch. But it's never in rain or nothing,
No.
you know. And if she was in distress, she'd bark.
Yeah, if she wanted to come in, then she'd bark, and she comes in.
Yeah.
She does what she wants to do.
Yeah. So, woo! Well, that was a lot of fun, man. And it's not over with yet. We're still going to keep our eyes to the skies and keep our ears to the radios. And you know, Isaac, I expect him to continue to screw up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He's been doing it now for 10 years. He's already got more that we just haven't got our hands on yet. Yeah. We're going to get our hands on. We're going to share with you all. Brandon O Productions, thank you so much. I hope y'all have a great day. And everyone in the chat, I hope you enjoy your day too. Hashtag Wolfpack Strong. All of you guys, man, I hope you enjoy your days as well. And I hope now you leave with a little clear image of Isaac. You know what I mean? He loves to portray himself as, you know, something that he's not, you know, bigger and badder than life in reality, you know. And, you know, I guess maybe if I lived his reality, I'd try to, you know, escape it in any way possible.
Try to make up a whole bunch of lies for sure.
But you know what? Let me tell you, man, being somebody that used to live on excuses and lies, telling you guys I wasn't drinking and shit. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop a bomb on you right now, man. Fuck it, man. Back when Dad died and I went to Somerville and for Dad's memorial service, and that night I was all acting a fool on fucking on Facebook and on Twitter. I left Wild Wings with Michael and Keemstar because they were having beer, and I walked home.
Yeah.
I stopped and got beer, you know, and I walked back to the damn hotel and I got wasted and I started playing music and talking shit on Facebook, and everybody knew. Mm-hmm. Everybody knew, but I still said, no, I wasn't drinking. You know, and I kind of held on to that to a few days ago. I was like, you know what? I should tell the truth about that.
Tell the truth about it.
Yeah, always just be open and honest, dude. You know what I mean? And you'll never have to fucking regret where you are, and you'll never have to run. You know, you face your demons and your problems head on. And how do I say it, man? You take them negatives and you turn them into positives, bro. You make that shit work for you. You know, I was not given an easy road, man. Since I left Dad's house, since I made my mistakes, and I don't know. The journey began. That new journey began. You know, like I don't know. Sorry, you're. I'm getting sidetracked. I can't even think of what I was gonna say now. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Like things didn't work out in my favor until I stopped running and I started being real and honest. You know, because them problems are just gonna follow you until you take care of them. Yeah. They're not gonna go to fuck away.
Nope. Best thing is to just own it and stand up to it.
You know. Anna Q says, that was the past, Charlie. We love you. And I appreciate that, you know, because it means a lot, you know, because that past didn't, you know, it wasn't too long ago and you were all reminding me of it. You know, Michael and Isaac and them, they try to remind you every day of the bullshit that I pulled up in my past. You know what I mean? We're sharing you a little bit of Isaac's past, you know. And the reason that it's in his fucking face right now is because he's never owned up to it.
I'm just wondering why he sits there and says over and over and over that there's no domestic violence at his house. He says that on YouTube.
Because he doesn't want anyone to know.
But then whenever he has a sworn testimony in court, then he admits that they've been to his house, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 times for domestic violence. But we read like 97 accounts of it.
Yeah. So 97 pages worth of shit. We did read like probably fucking 10 or 12 accounts of domestic violence in this. Yeah. Or probably more.
Way more.
Way more, because there was like 5 accounts in one day.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Fucking damn tried to get his wife kicked out while she was fucking 9 months pregnant with his baby.
Yeah.
9 months pregnant with the baby. I don't give a fuck where you go.
She probably just set her up a bedroom in the van just to be away from him. And then he's out there on 911. Please get my wife out of the van.
God.
So that I can file a protection from abuse against her.
Damn. Woo! That's shitty, bro. That's shitty. Y'all got a lot to sink your teeth into. We need to go ahead and save all of these live streams. We're gonna have these for years to come. I don't see Isaac living. Well, Isaac could live this shit down, but he's got a lot to atone for, man. That's like 97 pages worth of shit that he has to admit and atone for. If his name, if he was Earl, my name is Earl, and he was trying to work out a karma list, man, bro, I don't know. He'd be dad's age before he finished it. You know, I don't know. Dawn of the Dead said, will there be a part 3? Yeah, there'll be a part 3. I'm sure there will be. The BBY cupcake incident didn't make it into this yet. That was, we ended it at 2019. The next time that he tries to sue a fucking county for doing their job, which is all these people are fucking doing. All they've done is their job.
Oh my gosh. That lady that works in the judge's office that told him, yeah, you have to come to court today, Isaac. I'm sorry, you can't change your date. Just come into court. And he pitched a fit.
I want her job. I want her in jail.
Pitched a fit.
Made himself fucking puke.
Threw up all over the place and everything else because little baby couldn't face court.
Yeah. And I don't know. Whoa. I mean, that's embarrassing, you know.
I think it's funny as shit.
Super, super fucking embarrassing, bro. And like, what was the point that we were trying to get to with that? Like, oh my God.
Just that he's a liar.
He was willing to ruin this woman's life and career, all because she couldn't tell him to stay home.
Pitching a fit in the police department. I demand that you file criminal charges. They're like, we can't do that, sir. Would you please leave? No, I demand.
Brandon O Production says buy a new webcam. I was just telling Erica that right before we went live. We need a better quality camera. Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end it here, man. I'm getting hot. We gotta start getting ready for vacation this week. And I'm going to lay on the couch, watch some TV, and cook some chicken.
I got 4 days to get us ready to go.
Yeah.
And I work. So that's like after work that I have to be doing that. And so I'm going to.
It's not that bad. It really isn't. You know. But if you want to, like, I don't know. I'm not lazy. But I kind of am. I choose to be lazy. When and where.
Yeah.
We'll be ready to go by time. We'll be packed up and ready to go by time.
You're not lazy until I have something that needs to be done.
And when I don't feel well and shit. Erica always tries to keep me working. Even after work, I want to come in and watch TV, and she's like, "We gotta go. I gotta need this. I need that." I'm like, "Well, then go do it." I'm like, "Well, then go do it."
Yeah, I do too. I wish that I could.
But see, you know what? Me and Erica, we have issues. You know, we butt heads. Hell, yesterday, you know, y'all might have sensed a little tension at one point. You know, where we're trying to figure out how to work it and talk it. And you were kind of remember at one point, I just kept rambling on, and you were waiting for me to stop.
You've done that 5 times in the past hour.
You know, we just got to work. We got to work around each other with that. You know what I mean? It's just the way I am. You know, I've been vlogging for so long, and I've been doing the live streams myself for so long, and even till today, like every time I go live, it's really me by myself, you know. So I kind of feel like I'm stuck in like a loop of constantly filling dead air, like how Ethan says dead air, dead air, dead air. A lot of times dead air isn't good unless I'm pausing for dramatic effect, you know what I mean? So, but there's at times where I can crowd you out with conversation, you know, but it's not necessarily because I disrespect you or
I don't take it as
it's me as I'm focused on you guys trying to keep it going.
Yeah, you know? I don't ever take it as disrespectful towards me. I'm just like, he's got something to say.
Right.
He's gonna talk over me to get it out.
And whereas Isaac, you know, goddamn bitch, shut up or whatever, it would end up arguments for them. You know, we're able to kind of see each other and meet in the middle and work it out. You know, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, man, so we're gonna go ahead and end it here, man. It's getting hot.
Go get in front of the air conditioner.
Do some things that we need to get done. Pleasure is over. Time to get down to business.
Yes, I'm gonna go clean the Jeep.
So we can get back to more pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, man, thank you all for watching. This has been a wonderful live roast of Isaac and Nicole Guest.
It's a great time.
We really brought out a lot of truths here, shed a lot of light. And you know, I'm pretty, you know, I don't see where any of you feel that any of this was falsified.
Yeah, guys, and go back and watch it again, because even me, after reading this stuff and sitting here with you guys, after we got off, I went back last night and had it turned on, and we were just sitting there cracking up,
and hitting us a little bit.
Yeah,
too,
because there's
like,
so much. Like, we just threw so much at you, and that's why I asked you on Twitter, what was your favorite detail that came out of it? Because whenever you listen back, you catch so much more details. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah,
yeah. And like I say, Isaac says this is all the falsified information, but this is the very information that they're taking to court to present as evidence against Isaac for the harassment charges.
It lists on there. There's like at least 2 officers go there every time. Or sometimes it says 3 and 4 officers, and it lists all the officers that are there. So I guess they're all liars.
How about the traffic stop whenever he wanted to speak to the chief of police, and the chief's like, I'm here, I'm outside your door.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's getting pulled over, so he's calling 911 trying to get out of it. And the cop's like, it's me, you idiot. You ain't getting out of it.
Oh yeah.
So then he's a tough guy because he shot him a bird.
Man, we're gonna have a lot of shit to go over for and trip on his ass for years to come. He's done. Guest mob, slobber mob.
It's like we already did. We already had enough information. We basically already knew this. We just didn't know the details.
Yeah, this is just overkill right here. This is just taking shirt them up. What was that? The double tap from Zombieland? You shoot them and then you shoot them again to make sure that they're dead. That's kind of like what this was.
Yeah, like I don't think that any of you, everybody in here, you all knew that this was going on.
But you didn't. You didn't have the details.
You didn't have the
dates,
the police records,
the timeline, the police records. Yeah, the deets. We brought it to you guys.
Yeah.
That was for you.
It was kind of obvious that the neighbors didn't come and steal his kids out of the yard to go call the cops on him. That was just stupid. So yeah.
Well, we didn't know exactly what went down. Well, now we do. Now we know the institutional vandalism. Because like I went around a lot just making up shit. I was like, he tore up his kid's school. Just kind of went with that. You know, why not? Fuck it. You know, just leave it. Just something else for him to try and explain. Fuck it. You know, he's done it to me for years. You know, but here, when we're able to actually share the fucking truth, find out the actual truth of what the fuck happened, dude.
Didn't he say that the institutional vandalism got thrown out?
He did say that.
Tiffany,
he say that
thank
you so much.
Because it was not
thrown up, not thrown out. He meant to say thrown up, not thrown out.
Busted. Watch out for security cameras.
Hey, Isaac. Woo! So, all right, man. Let's go ahead and get the hell off of here, man. Thank you so very much. We appreciate that. And, yeah, we love you all. We hope you all enjoyed this, man. There will be more to come. We just don't know when. But like I said, rest assured, Isaac ain't going to quit fucking up anytime soon. You know? Yeah, he is showing us how not to live life, bro. And he just continues daily.
I think those kids, they got 1 foot in the house and 1 foot at the foster parents' house.
That's what somebody said the other day, that those beach pictures looked an awful lot like
he didn't have his kids for a long time. There was a long time that he did not have his kids.
An awful lot like visitation.
I called him out for it every single day for months and months. Hey, where's your kids? Where's your kids? You can't snap a picture of them. You can't show them on the live stream. Where's your kids? You don't have your kids. Your kids are in foster care. So then like 3 months later, here he comes. Here's my kids. Here's my kids.
Why is he sharing? And why is he sharing?
Why did it take you 3 months, you idiot?
Why is he sharing Father's Day pictures the day after Father's Day and shit?
Yeah.
Why aren't you sharing pictures of them in the kitchen painting pictures?
Because they ain't there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, his kids are in and out of foster care all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
And I understand now when you've got police on your ass, not just ESS but the police.
What about the one lady that came and stayed with him for a little bit? He didn't have his kids then, and he needed her there for supervision whenever the kids were there.
Ah!
That's the only reason she was
that
there.
Lala? Amanda?
Just like how they had Justin there at their house for supervision that we read in the police reports already.
And
that
he was
lady
banging
was
Amanda.
There. No, that wasn't Amanda. It was like, I don't know. But yeah, she was there because he needed supervision around his kids, and he didn't even have all of them. I think there was only like 1 or 2 of them there. All the pictures that he's posting.
He still don't have all of them.
Y'all know he don't leave his house. Since when does he leave his house? Posting pictures of his kids every single week at the park. Yeah, at visitation.
At the same park too,
mind you. At visitation. He thinks people are idiots.
Yeah, we see right fucking.
It took him 3 months to be able to get a photo of his child inside of his house. Fucking dumbass.
And then he had to have a supervisor there for it to be done.
Yeah, had to have.
Probably had to have her in the picture.
Right.
She has to be in every picture too.
So,
man,
I mean,
good stuff.
And we've got the proof right here
Always
talking
out in
about
public.
how the police is talking about, I'm sending a report to Child Protective Services. I'm sending a report to Child Protective Services. We've read that on like 4 different police documents right here. So, God.
What a piece of shit. What a hog. H-O-G.
Yep. Kevin says, what does that say about Michael? What's your
Michael knows. Didn't
opinion?
Isaac say himself that Michael admitted that he would beat up Nicole too? He'd slap her if that was his wife.
Oh yeah, Isaac posted a video talking about he doesn't hit Nicole. He doesn't hit her. He only hits her back. So all the times that he's claimed Nicole hit him with a shoe, Nicole did this, Nicole did that. Oh no, he only hits her back.
Back.
Yeah, but there's no domestic violence in the house.
Right. Yeah. Which is it? What is it? You know, like I say, with Michael and shit, I think that they're kind of handcuffed together as well. You know what I mean? I think that they're handcuffed together. They got too much against each other. You know, because like Michael and Jennifer were, Jennifer admitted that back in April when we dropped JC off, that her and Michael had a conversation about trying to bring Charlie back, but they just didn't know how to do it with Isaac. Why do you and Isaac have to go toe to toe, tit for tat? I'm like, I'm not going tit for tat. I'm just exposing this fat fuck for who he is.
Right. Zigzag says Nicole is suicidal. Wow. Here's my things about that. How these police records say that her mental issues is because she goes crazy in that damn house with him. She can't stand to be around him. And then he calls the cops like, my wife's going crazy again. Maybe she wasn't crazy before she got with him. Like that's where all the mental stuff comes in on her. I think it's just everything that he's done to her. All the times that he's called the cops claiming that she has mental issues. He calls the cops claiming, oh, my wife's suicidal. And Nicole, they go in there. She's like, I'm asleep.
I'm asleep.
Yeah. So it's like all this evidence of mental stuff is just really what Isaac said, because he needs a PFA because she wants to go outside. Nicole wants to go outside. So he's calling 911 saying, hey, my wife's crazy, y'all. Y'all need to come get her. I don't think it's real mental issues.
It's that classic shit, you know, where he always accuses you of what he does.
Right. And I think that whenever she is going crazy and she is freaking out, she has damn, I would be too. I can't say that I wouldn't act like that if I was in her shoes. Yeah. You know?
Look at my mom. You know, dad was, I love my dad, I love my mom, but dad was very, very mentally abusive to my mom. I never saw my dad hit my mom, you know, but you know, the verbal abuse and mental abuse was much, much worse, you know. So and mom would flip out once every couple of months. Mom would fucking flip out and tear up baby pictures and Social Security cards, and she burnt the fucking trailer down once, you know. I mean, like, goddamn, you can't take so fucking much.
Right. Yeah.
I feel for her, you know. Shit.
And I think that Isaac's done put it in her head. She's got it in her head that because of like mental issues or whatever, that she won't get custody.
And it's kind of true.
Yeah, but she absolutely would. If they sat down and they read everything that she's went through, and she'd be like, look, I'm not an actual crazy person. And if she's stuck too, I look at what I've had to go through. Yeah. You know, this isn't what I want to be. This isn't who I am. Ain't nobody gonna take her
mental abuse, you're not just born with it, it's also created.
She absolutely has a case against why she acts the way that she does. You know, and it's because of him in her face, pushing her with his body and everything else, hitting her upside the head with high heel shoes and everything.
Franco Avila, what up, brother? Long time no see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Wendy Goodwin, sorry to hear that. I'm telling you, man, that's what happens. Like, you know, that's why South Carolina started taking over cases after a certain amount of time, you know, of the woman dropping the charges against the husband. The state takes it over now, because South Carolina has been like fucking in the top 10 since the stats had been taken as far as husbands killing their wives. Because the fucking wife is too scared to fucking leave and keeps dropping charges until finally the husband takes it too damn far. You know, and then the states have started stepping in and taking over. That's why it's not domestic dispute, probably domestic violence. The cops take over and charge with simple assault.
Oh, because they won't file it against each other.
So then the state takes over and hits you with simple assault. That sounds about right, huh?
I just think that he has her convinced that he'll take her kids away, and there is nobody that's going to give those kids to him.
Yeah, no. Fuck
and
no.
She has.
It's already been stated right here, Nicole. If you're listening, it's been stated right here that the police have zero faith in his ability to be a stable father.
And that they want
any manner of sort.
So
And that they will help you out, but you just got to stand up and fucking do it. Stop failing your fucking children, you bitch. I say that with kindness and peace and love. Stop failing your children, you bitch. Stop choosing dick over your kids.
It's not even. I don't
it's
even.
Not.
Think
it's not that because she hates Isaac.
Yeah, she hates
So it's
him.
not that. Don't choose fear over your kids.
It's fear. It's fear of what he's gonna do. It's fear of him.
Your children are doing. Your children will be so much better off. Don't even worry about yourself. Your children will be so much better off.
He told her. He told her in front of the police officers. The police officer's statement that he told her that you better hold your baby tight when you fall asleep because I'm gonna take her out of your arms in the middle of the night. That's what she's scared of. That's why.
Oh, and he done admitted to the police, I'm gonna take the kids when she goes to sleep.
Yeah.
That's whenever the cop was like, I'm taking the kids.
That's what's in her head, and that's why she doesn't do anything.
Samuel Randrup, I know that's right.
Scared to death of her kids being with him.
Corn wasn't together by like 6 months before they got famous. How about that shit?
That's like the day that she wanted to go outside and make a phone call and go to the park.
Gotta go to the park to make a phone call.
All right, bitch, you're gonna go outside. I'm gonna let the kids out roaming the streets.
Go follow mama.
Yep.
Go follow mama. Get back in there with your dad. Follow mama.
Yep. They're just in the road. Don't know what to do.
Fandango says he is still scrambling on Twitter pretending he won against y'all and his life is full of upcoming big things. He's always saying that shit. Like I say, there is absolutely no way that they're going to take falsified documents to a new case.
Let me tell y'all, I'll let you in on a little secret. The upcoming big things that are coming in their life is this new podcast. He's got all of his hopes and Nikki's hopes up against this big new podcast with Pastor Roy.
Which, let me tell you, is not going to make a fucking thing because how many times do we have to tell you, Isaac?
Oh my
Nobody
God.
gives a fuck about you. Isaac has to talk shit about me, Doug, or Tina, or somebody in the Angry Grandpa universe in order to get any fucking likes. Nobody's going to watch him talk about fucking why scrambled eggs are better than fucking yolk and, you know, Christian way, the will, the light, the love. No fucking body's going to watch that stupid shit.
Right. This new big thing that he has coming up is just as big as Larry's channel.
Ah! Yeah, who watches Guest Mob Rewind?
Yeah.
No fucking body.
They probably got like some pictures coming from the squatter house, or Nikki's got some pictures from the bathroom or something. Or they
Pastor Roy will pull out his. I can see it not ending well between him and Pastor Roy because Pastor Roy's a clout goblin too. Why the fuck is he wanting to get internet exposure and shit? So he's gonna start, and he probably has a little more talent and leadership ability than Isaac does, and Isaac's not gonna fucking like that. Pastor Roy's gonna start shining.
Why would any kind of pastor want anything to do with him?
And the pastor knows. Apparently, the pastor knows his past.
He's a scumbag too. He's a scumbag. He's thinking that he's gonna get rich off of Isaac, and Isaac's like, yeah, I got 5 million followers. I'll get us some money, and it's gonna be like,
and it's just gonna
probably not even as big as Larry's channel because his followers don't want to sit around and listen to a pastor talk
about whatever. They don't give a fuck. Nobody cares about you guys. That's why you got to talk about me non-fucking stop. That's why your fucking most popular videos are me, Doug, Tuna.
Yeah.
I would love to see Pastor Troy be like, oh yeah, Charlie Chili needs to come to the light and the light in the Lord.
He probably will.
He probably will because they're not gonna have nothing. Nobody's gonna want to listen to them fucking talk about dominoes and days of the past or whatever the fuck they got. They got to talk about Charlie. And so Pastor is going to be on there casting shame and judgment on Charlie Chill for views. I can't wait for that to happen. Who I call it now.
William Gabriel says most pastors are money-hungry devils.
You damn right. That's what I say. Most of them are.
Teaching falsehood. Oh my gosh. Sounds like they're the exact same person.
I'll tell you what.
Money-hungry devils teaching falsehood. Same person.
There's a difference between them.
Except Isaac is not money hungry because if he was, he'd be actually getting out and making money. People that are money hungry got money.
They got the drive and they got the to go out and make it happen. Isaac just sits on the couch and fucking
harasses the welfare lady.
Michael
gets charged for harassing the welfare lady.
Woo!
That's how he makes his money.
Yeah.
That's where his money comes from.
Yeah.
The welfare lady better act right.
Oh, Larry's live right now? Oh, God. Look, Larry's live. Let's see here. Guess my... God. Yeah, they're trying to fucking... Where they at? What's Larry's channel? I don't even know Larry's... I can't even find Larry's channel.
Hey,
I love it. Fatty was talking about how he gets more views than Miss Wonderful, and I want to show you guys real quick.
He don't even get more views than you, Charlie. He's got 40,000 subscribers. We've got like what, 2?
Yeah.
And we get just as many views.
And we're busting his ass in views.
Maybe 100 less. So I would stop bragging.
Let's see here.
Like, that's embarrassing. I would be so freaking embarrassed if I had 40,000 viewers and Isaac was getting more viewers than me.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Daily averages 4,000 video views. Weekly average 20,000 video views. Let's see what mine is first. Let's see what ours is. We shouldn't even be touching a candle to him.
CBGB says, search for his half-dead old man. He's only half dead. That man ain't dead. He just ran away. Like his wife tries to. David Falls, thank you. What an expose, guys. Isaac is a piece of work. Poor Nicole. Yeah, poor Nicole.
Screw Nicole.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have us yet. Travels together. I just changed our name the other day. Here it is.
Schultz Squad says Charlie gets good views.
Oh my goodness.
Schultz Squad, Charlie gets good views for getting taken off of YouTube multiple times. How many times have y'all heard Isaac say that they finally shut Charlie up for good?
Check this out. Daily averages for this channel right here, 5,274. Weekly, 36,000. That's me right here. And let's see what Isaac is. 5 and 36.
We're 5 and 36. What's Social Blade say?
Fatty's is 4 and 28.
4 and 28.
Us, we've only got 3,000 subscribers, and we're still pulling in more views and numbers than Isaac. This is according to Social Blade right here.
So you could go on Social Blade and check our views with our 2,000 subscribers, and check Bitch Boy's views with his 40,000 subscribers, and see what the numbers tell you.
We're fucking killing it.
And we're fucking getting more than him. So he just needs to
shut
up.
It don't matter. Ass.
He could say it over and over and over on Twitter, but it don't make it real.
This is just like everything else that he claims that isn't real, didn't happen, and we got proof right in his fucking face.
How embarrassing. And then he says, I shut Charlie up for good. Charlie's gone. I won. Charlie this, Charlie that. Charlie's still doing better than you. Still. This channel's what, 2 months old? We've had this channel for 2 months.
And bro, you might as well, like you should be afraid, bro, because like this is just the fucking beginning.
We didn't miss one payment from AdSense.
Not one.
Not one payment. We didn't miss one payment from YouTube. So I don't know what he thinks that he's doing over there, because he ain't getting very far.
Right. And you think that damn that I was, you think that I'm doing well right now. Give me another year of sobriety.
What did I tell y'all?
With this woman right here, and
I said, where are we gonna be 2 years from now? Where are we going to be 2 years from now? And look, and then where are we going to be in another 2 years?
I wonder where he's going to be.
Dead.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Either him or her, one of the kids for sure.
It's not that I wish him dead. I don't wish Isaac dead. It's just his health. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for Nicole. I see a bright, happy future in Nicole's future.
I'm going to say, because we said earlier, Nicole's happy about this. Yeah. Nicole is thrilled that we are giving Isaac his ass right now. It made her look bad too.
I think after everything, she looks bad because she had an alcohol problem.
I honestly believe that Michael's happy about this.
Right. Oh,
I honestly believe that my family, they're like, shit, fucking thank God we can't say shit about him because he's going to fucking expose us.
Right.
Charlie just hit him with a fucking kamikaze. Not a kamikaze. That's me killing myself. But yeah, man, hit him with a fucking atom bomb. I just fucking hit this fucking ant with a sledgehammer.
Right.
Yeah, overkill here. This is way too much. Isaac cannot come back from this. He's laughing right now. I have damaged him so much that he's gonna make $1 million now. Damages. Yeah, motherfucker. I've caused some damages. You damn sure I did.
I just think that you're just still here talking, still getting more followers than him, no matter what he does, or more.
And it's just getting
more views. You got more views because all of his followers came from you whenever Grandpa was here. So
I lost 25,000 and he gained 25,000 in like a week. He pretty much just took what I lost, and they took it on false pretenses, predicated bullshit, lies, and horse shit. But you all know better now, and I am. I'm happy for it.
I still have the evidence where Michael posted a GoFundMe for Isaac to help him find a new place to live.
And I bet it coincides with the dates here.
I bet it does. Yep.
Anyway, I got to get off of here, man. I'm getting hot. Yep.
It is pretty hot in here.
Yep.
Oh.
So thank you for watching. Yeah, we will drop more later, guys. We are not done with Isaac's ass. But this is a good 5 hours worth of shit that y'all can sink your teeth into, and it's all fucking true. All Isaac can say is, those are false documents. They made all 97 of that shit up. And these are false documents that have been proven false documents that are being re-entered into a court of law.
Oh, I bet Nicole hates it every time he's talking about my beautiful wife, my wife this and my wife that. She's probably like, I fucking hate your ass. I hate you. Stop talking about me. Yeah. I just can't divorce you.
So, all right, guys, we're getting off here, man. I'm sweating. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining, guys, and there will be more to come.
Charlie might go live before you see us next week. If not, we're gonna be at the beach.
Yeah, man. 3 more days until the end of the month, man. I want to try to get up enough money to get an Xbox. I do want one though. All right, guys. Thank you all. Love you.
Good night, guys.
I'll let y'all later. Peace. Woo! Oh man, I am hot.